And we are live.
On
We're
YouTube.
back, guys, on YouTube.
We're back. Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're here with Donovan, Sharpe, and Deven, guys. We got a great show planned for y'all. How to build up your woman. Let's do it, baby.
Let's go. What's all gonna?
We are back.
All right, we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast Day Edition. We are here, guys. We're not canceled, man. So
and you can see us.
Yes. You guys can see us for once. So, all right, cool. So, quick announcements, guys, before we get into the show. Patreon.com/FreshFit. The episodes from earlier this week, they're all going to be there, guys. We're debating whether we're going to post it on YouTube or not. We'll see. But if you guys want to catch all those episodes, go ahead and check them out over there, patreon.com/FreshFit. We did 2 episodes yesterday with Aaron Claire. We talked about the West is failing.
Yep.
And we talked about actually money with a bunch of dancers on the show, which is very interesting. Having Aaron
had a very good
strippers.
perspective on dating as a stripper and how you manage your money. As a
Yeah,
woman.
very interesting. So check that episode
So basically,
out.
when in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you know what was surprising? Because actually some of them actually had their stuff together, but they were all older, man. They were all, they weren't like these young, like, reckless dancers. They were like, they had been doing it for a while and shit, so they kind of figured out, like, I can't do this forever.
We got dancers with 401ks and IRAs and shit. I'll be damned.
And
I don't know if they
properties.
went that far, but they had, yeah.
Yeah.
But check us out over there, guys. Patreon.com/FreshFit. Also, check us out, guys, on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, every single platform you listen to. We are there. Just make sure you wear headphones because you will probably get fired and or canceled from your job, just like we got canceled. So be careful, okay, guys? We got to, speaking of that. And then also, guys, check us out, FreshandPodcastStore.com. Get the merch. The Stay Over There shirts are over there. I edited the shirts so they don't say Sim to Pimp in the back anymore because I know some of you guys had some issues with that, with, getting canceled at your job or whatever it may be, or insulted or attacked or whatever it is. Again, hit with the how dare yous. So go get the shirts over there and the hoodies. Also, our Fresh and Fit Clips channel, guys. Check out that channel. We ain't canceled anymore. We can post on there.
Yes,
so
sir.
Fresh and Fit Clips. Check it out, guys.
Chris is drunk.
What do you mean?
It's-
No,
there you go.
I'm fixing lighting and stop saying that.
It's like, fuck what you heard.
It's during the day. So Fresh and Fit Clips, guys, is our other YouTube channel. If you guys don't have time to, watch the full-on podcast, go ahead and check out the clips for the best parts. So yeah. And then also, Fresh, you want to talk about your vlog channel?
Guys, for behind the scenes, man, I started a new series called For the Love of Fresh. So I'm taking out
awesome.
3 to 4 girls on dates.
Yes.
I want you guys to tell me who should be my Valentine. So we're going to have that series on my channel, on the vlog channel, and then live streams as well with some celebrities. We did one with Batman Kevo on last Tuesday. So check it out. 100K on the way. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Cool. And then what about you, Chris?
Merch Gang, we in here. So follow me on Twitch and Aaron Poxon. I will do a pre-show today. The ladies will be here. So follow me on that. And since we're not canceled, follow me on Aaron ACP Gaming on YouTube. So guys, support me on there. And we're good to go. Myron?
Guys, feel free to check out my other YouTube channel, Feddit, where I break down criminal cases. As you guys know, I predicted YNW Melly was going to get the death penalty and see what's going on.
Yeah.
He's trying to fight it and get it basically withdrawn. But if he
that's
goes to
not
trial,
on
he's going to get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because Florida, they're going to go after him for premeditated, which is what accounts for the death penalty. But hopefully, man, I mean, I wish him the best. Like I like his music, but
He's in a bad spot.
yeah, he's in a bad spot. The trial's set for March 7th. But yeah, guys, go check out that channel. I also did the O-Block breakdown. I did Hush Puppy. This week, I might do Epstein on Sunday.
What?
Yeah,
that'd be good.
yeah. The only thing about that one is that one's going to take forever. So I'm like, I got like a whole outline for it and everything. But yeah, if I don't if you guys don't see me on Monday, you'll know why. So, check check out my other YouTube channel, Feddit, guys, if you want to get criminal breakdowns and everything else like that. And then other than that, I guess
Let me give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to actually kind of a shout out to Akash, who says from Pimps to Simps was corny. Fuck you, dude. Fuck out of here. Well, I think that's kind of corny. Dude, after you smash more than one woman, then come talk to me. Don't talk to me about.
Oh yeah, someone sent me a clip like he said that he lost to Virginia at 31.
Wow. Yeah, on Joe Rogan.
And I was like, what the
31.
Yeah, he lost to Virginia at 31, bro.
To his wife.
Did Mo beat him?
Mo actually smashed more than him.
Yeah, so
man, God damn.
I'm trying to tell you.
How you gonna tell us about stuff when you only smash one girl, my boy?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that is a little weird. I ain't gonna lie.
Not a good look.
Hey yo, Kosh, you really let a fat dude outdo you, bro?
You feel me?
Miami?
Yeah.
And same with that dude,
In
Alex.
Miami?
Same with that dude, Alex. Dude, and my name is Alex legally. Alex, fuck you too, man. So basically, you teach guys how to trick girls into sleep. Dude, fuck out of here, man. Get out of here.
Well,
and you know what? I'm on y'all's show. No, I don't dabble in the dark, motherfucker. So what? Cancel that. Can't stand those guys. I can't stand those guys.
Donovan coming in with the shots.
With the fire.
And here's the thing, that this isn't guys, just so y'all know, we like Flagrant, we're cool with them, you know.
Yes.
It was a respectful discussion. Obviously we
Respectfully.
disagreed on a lot of things. You know, but hey, it's fine, you know.
They hate, you create.
Yeah, the thing is this, you know, there is no one that has interviewed more women than we have at this point on YouTube.
Clearly.
I don't think anyone has more of a body of work as far as like interviewing women, getting female nature from
Actually
their own
dating
perspective,
every
dealing
single
with
day.
them in a very hypergamous city in the West, in the United States, and we also talk to men as well. So we're in a very unique position where we're dealing with the male side and the female side, and then we have other guys, you know, in the sphere as well that, you know, definitely are extremely experienced, you know, on helping guys and everything. And we're all seeing and noticing the same exact things. You know what I'm saying? So this is, it's good and bad, because the good is that, and we'll talk about this later tonight, by the way, the RP is starting to go mainstream. People are starting to see it.
Yes.
But just as expected, a lot of guys don't want to accept it, you know, or embrace it, because, yeah, it reveals a lot of uncomfortable things and it goes against the narrative. You know what I'm saying? That women are in sugar and spice and everything nice. And all we're simply saying is that women are human beings too, man.
That's right.
So,
And we know there's going to be pushback no matter what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, this content is definitely going to be triggering, so it is what it is.
Yeah. And I know people want to know, yo, so what happened, whatever. Long story short, guys,
Oh boy.
we just got a lot of haters. I'm going to keep it at that.
Just yeah.
a
There you go.
lot. I'm not going to go into the details, but there are people that clearly have an issue with us. And the crazy part is that you guys know, if you guys watch our podcast, we don't necessarily attack or insult other content creators besides Donovan just now. But it's all, you know, and again, shout out to the Flagrant guys. You know, go subscribe to their channel. But there's a lot of people that hate us, guys. There's a lot of people that report our channel randomly. There's entire campaigns where there's other YouTubers going on their community posts saying, report this channel, having thousands of people go over to, you know, dislike.
And by the way,
report,
that
etc.
is against terms of service. So
It is.
if they find out, and they might have found out, your channel might be terminated. So just so you know.
Yeah, dude, like if I told you guys all the crazy stuff that goes behind the scenes as far as like detractors,
Yeah.
you guys wouldn't believe it. Like death threats, people literally trying to set me and Fresh up to get attacked here locally in Miami. People reporting the videos, going on brigades to mass report the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary sometimes, man, because you're like, yo, like what the hell? We don't even talk about or deal with any of these people. We don't even know them, but they have such a strong hatred towards us that I'm just like, God damn, bro, it's ridiculous. So, yeah, the guys, we're here. We don't bend, we don't fold, we don't give a fuck what these haters think.
And
like, you know,
shout
we're
out
gonna
to
keep
Sir and somebody on YouTube, right?
James Brown?
What?
The guy on YouTube this morning was gonna give him a shout
Oh
out.
yeah, I was gonna give him a shout out. Yeah,
Alright, there
yeah,
you go.
Chris. Wait up, man. Give me a second. Yeah. So you know, we have a lot of people that are coming after us and hating on us, bro, and it is what it is. But we ain't going nowhere.
No, sir.
We're here. You know, shout out to our guy Abe over at YouTube who helped us out with this, because honestly, like, it wasn't our fault of what happened. Without me going into details, but just know, guys, that there's a lot of fucking people that are preying on our downfall, that hate us for no other reason than the fact that we exist, even though we have never said anything negative about them, never attacked them, never done anything really to them.
Yeah.
But they just want to see us fall, man. And
But
that's a sad reality, because a lot of people, jealousy is fucking real,
It is
bro.
fucking real.
I gotta say though, thank you to the supporters, because
Yes.
on Twitter, you
yes.
guys reposted our tweet regarding YouTube, saying, hey, you know what, these guys did nothing wrong. On Facebook as well, and on YouTube, even in the comments. So shout out to y'all, man, for supporting us. And once again, the supporters make the show. So
Yeah.
That's all right.
it is what it is.
The reason why, and I want to say this real quick too, the reason why everyone hates us and why we're so fucking successful, it's not really because of us. It's because of you guys. because we do a live show. We interact with y'all. We have fun. We bring on hats and ninja masks and all this other crazy shit. There's a bunch of people trying to imitate, but they'll never replicate.
Yeah.
Well, and they're gonna hate while we continue to innovate and buy real estate. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So that's where we are right there on that one. Because there's been a lot of
I love
people
it.
trying to, we got the haters, we got imitators, we got all this other shit going on. People falsely reporting us, trying to get videos taken down, getting us strikes, whatever. We're gonna bear through all that, man, and we're gonna continue to go on. We're gonna continue to do what the fuck we do. If people want to be controversial and cry, and you guys are assholes, blah blah.
Yeah.
We don't care. We got y'all on our side, so we're not worried. Honestly, real talk. Like the only reason we're even here is because of you guys. So I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys for supporting us. We're gonna keep bringing this content. We're gonna keep bringing on fantastic guests like Donovan.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Rolo, Aaron, that may be a special guest later on today. And yeah, so
Wait, don't the market for them, man.
yeah. So let's introduce the special guest, and then I'll read the super chats after. We'll start with our boy Donovan fucking Sharpe, Don DeMarco to him as well. And as you can see, he's our homeboy. He when the people hate on us, he gets mad as hell.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! I really gotta work on that, man.
No, it's all good, bro.
I'm Donovan Sharpe. I've been doing this for a long time. Been in this community since 2014, and I'm happy to be here. And the topic today is it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of you guys are gonna get triggered, but sometimes you have to get triggered to make a change. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Who do we
Hey
have here?
guys,
And
glad to
welcome.
be here.
Your Fresh and Fit debut
Yes,
on YouTube, at least.
on YouTube. Yes.
We did on
yes.
Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. before.
Devon Sharpe here. I've been with Donovan, 5, 6 years?
Yeah, we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary.
Oh man, 6
Congratulations, man.
Christmases
Yep.
in 5 years. Wow.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So
Where does the time go?
I'm here to let everyone know that I don't live in a box. He lets me out of the cage every now
She's
and
real,
then.
guys.
I'm actually real. I haven't been body doubled, replaced anytime in the last 6 months.
No.
So just been working really hard in the gym. And so happy to be here. It's gonna be fun.
We're happy to have
Here
you.
you go.
Yes.
Welcome.
And then I'll read some of these real quick, guys. And thank you guys so much for the support, bro. Real
Wow,
talk,
here we
man.
go.
For real.
Like yo,
They came on supported.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yo, Reddit, Discord,
Shout out to the
Yeah.
Most Gang.
Twitter.
I got so many DMs. Yo, don't post on YouTube. We need y'all. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Because if you post on another channel, just so you guys know, you guys were probably wondering, why didn't you post on Fresh and Fit? Why don't you post on the CEO channel, etc.? We were going to go live on those channels, but shout out to our guy Abe. He told us, bro, just be safe. Don't do it because it can be looked at as circumvention. And yeah.
And people were saying that we faked this. Yo, why are we gonna stop posting to fake this whole strike? Dude, we want to post every single day.
No, hold on. You know what? No, we faked the whole thing, guys. That's exactly what it was. You got us.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, people were saying that we
Jesus
faked it, and it's like,
fucking
bro,
Why would we do that?
anyone that was watching the stream saw it just go down randomly.
We had Aaron and Rolla in the same room. You think we don't want to go live on YouTube? Hell yeah, we want to go live.
Yo, it just goes to show, man. People will say and do anything to try to disparage us, to try to say we're frauds, try to say whatever. And it's crazy because we don't even talk about these people, bro. We don't care about them. We don't talk about them. We don't do anything to them to try to mess them up on YouTube. Dude, make your content, bro. But they cannot stop using our name. They cannot stop tagging us. They cannot stop talking about us. And it's at this point, I'm used to it now. I wasn't used to it before because I used to work in law enforcement where you try to keep a low profile, whatever. Now that we're like public figures and everyone has to talk shit about us, it's crazy. It's gotten to a point now where I'm starting to see people talk about it simply because it's gonna get hit in the algorithm.
Yes.
And they'll be able to get views on their video. You look at a lot of these people's videos, their highest viewed videos is them talking about us.
Y'all feed a lot of people, man.
crazy,
All these
bro.
haters, really. I mean, at the end of the day, the haters need to thank you because you put food on their table and a roof over their head.
Yeah,
said.
from a
It's
marketing
struggle
standpoint,
streamers.
it's genius. I mean, you guys are trending. You get a lot of views. So there's a good way to just jump off the name.
Funny you said that because SEO for Fresh and Fit is like number one.
Oh,
ranked.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really high, super high.
Yeah, I get suggestions to tag you guys all the time just in our tools that we use on the back end.
Wow.
It's very
really?
high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we'll
Google
go
search.
live to talk about like Lay's potato chips. Fresh and Fit comes right up.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's a good
Oh
thing.
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot
makes
of sense.
sense.
'Cause I'm over here like they didn't even talk about us in this video. All right, Fresh Fit 820, $100, big bong.
bong.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Bennett233. Finally, y'all back on YouTube. Twitch was a struggle. Chris never showed my bits last night, but it's cool.
No, fam.
Feeling some type of way.
All right, welcome back.
tough.
Welcome back. Hey, the Mace song.
James Brown.
And that's from James Brown.
Oh, Miss Chase.
Myron's baby mama. I
about
miss
that?
you, daddy. Okay.
Oh, God.
What's
I
Miss
did
Chase
not miss
doing
you,
in
though. Jermaine Williams, what's up, fellas? You guys keep putting these ladies and guys to the test. Bless up. Thank you. $20 from Hakeem Kelly. Welcome back, fellas. Shout out from San Diego, three of them. And then $5 St. Jim. We need to do a different method of cash payment. Let's no longer give YouTube as 30% of super chats. You guys need PayPal or Cash App, etc. No, it's cool, bro. It keeps it interactive. We want to make sure that your guys' chats come up on screen because, as you guys know, we're always going to show super chats on the screen, no matter how little.
It's worth the cut.
Yeah.
Papa Gold, $5. We back, yes sir. $5. Yurison. Myron, Fresh Myron told me to hit you up on IG. Donna Dev, good to see you guys in Miami. Much love. Okay. And then we got $2 from Stoic Azitgist. Haters were sweating. Nothing to react to. Fresh, can you read? I'm gonna put my glasses.
We got Kuma-san. $5 says we back. Let's go. And remember October 8th, $20 says when Donovan was here last, I mentioned I lost 40 pounds and wrote 5 chapters of my book. Now it's 50 pounds, 7 chapters written in my book, and attained 4,000 worth of stocks and crypto.
Whoa.
You're literally saving men. Thank y'all.
Wow.
There you go.
And then King Life.
There we go.
Oh shit. Okay, King Life. I already know he's tight. You fat whale of haters can't stop us. Know your place in the buffet line. What's up, fellas? I'm currently making around 170K plus and looking for investment opportunities. Have you guys heard about real estate wholesaling? That's $200 from Jermaine Williams. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I appreciate
Thank you,
that.
So we had someone on actually earlier that spoke about wholesaling a while back. It's
Detroit
last year.
Mogul.
Yeah.
Detroit Mogul.
So look at that interview.
Big Free 58, $5. Thank you so much. King French 279. Still can't see fresh facts.
Oh man.
$5 King Life. 31-year-old virgins ain't qualified to call anything corny. Oh
Hell
shit.
no. Like, fuck that dude. Oh my God.
Cage Jackson, $20. Welcome back. Can't stop. Won't stop. Let's go FNF Gang for life. Thank you so much. Haters are sweating because they have no content material to make. $5 from Fresh Fit 820. Victor Ziegler, Amsterdam represented. Shout out to y'all and the guys behind the scenes, Chris and Mo. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Yo, Chillwood Flagrant 2, $2. It's Morningstar. Peter Batuti, $5. So wonderful to have you back on YouTube, gentlemen. Tonight is going to be brilliant. Let's go. PS shout out to the crew, UK crew in the chat.
Demand them.
And then Daniel Delgado, F the haters, we not cancel yet. City Boys, we up, we back on YouTube. So like the button. So like the like button. All right, cool. Glad y'all back. Feddit Piccolo. I know Myron has been loading up that special beam cannon on the 304 shot. Max Sauce, $5. FNF, we the best merch gang, BBC gang, we outside. Thank you.
BBC gang.
And then $5. Victor Ziegler. The Brittany Renner thing with academics felt a bit off to me. Looks like he set you up for that conversation. Just saying. Don't worry, bro. Watch the full combo. It was actually ended up being a very
watch
good
the
discussion.
clips.
Yeah, I can
watch the
homie.
whole
He just
thing.
called me just now. Like I can the homie. Trust me when I say that.
So
It's marketing.
Yeah, it's marketing, guys, and you guys check out the interview, man. Because remember, he had to do that to get people to click, and a lot of people went in there. Yeah, finally a girl owned Freshandfit, and next thing you know, she's agreeing with everything we're saying.
And
So
it was the #1 trending podcast on Spotify in that moment.
yeah,
Woo!
bam.
So,
So
he did his job.
it is what it is. Freshfit 820. Are you guys bringing West Elm Caleb and Simon Lviv from Tinder Swindler to hear their side of the story? That will be a G move.
That would be awesome.
Isn't what's it? The Tinder Swindler? Is he in jail? though?
Simon Livive, I think, I don't know where he is, but he is on like Interpol's top 10 what most wanted.
If he came on the pod, guys, he'd go to jail.
He
Yeah,
definitely
like there would be SWAT helicopters. Yeah, I'm like dropping down. Yeah,
we would definitely get swatted on live on
yeah.
air. $5 to Shafro. So happy you're back, Myron. I can pause the video and touch myself again. Shout out to Donovan, BBC Zaddy.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Whoa.
Appreciate that.
Frida, $5 all the way from Europe. Love to see you guys back. Thank you so much. Welcome back, fellas. Shout out to Donovan and Deven. Y'all keep improving. 1 mil party. I'm definitely flying down. NY got to pop out and support. Thank you from Malcolm Jackson.
Speaking of parties, we're gonna have once a month a Fresh and Fit yacht party here in Miami.
Oh shit.
If you're a supporter, you want to come with us. Yes, there's gonna be a fee. However, you can come party with us and the girls on the yacht once a month.
Sir.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Fresh
Oh,
Fit girls, guys.
And then Jeremy H. There's been a slew of FNF copycats that popped up.
Oh, God.
Hey, man, they can imitate, but they'll never replicate, guys. You know what I'm saying? So
Trust me,
it's fine.
we did some things that we worked on for years that we
That's right.
implemented now that they will never know how to do. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, so it's fine. Hey, you know what? I thrive in competition. I don't run away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
if y'all want to go at a certain time or whatever, we might go at that time too.
Hey, bring it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not scared to compete at all.
No. Competition breeds improvement, right?
Yeah, it does.
There's and not to go off on a tangent, but there's a reason why American Airlines, Delta, there's a reason why the flight attendants treat you well. It's because they know you have a choice. But it's the very same reason why you get treated like shit at Walmart and at the DMV, because the DMV knows that you can't get what they can give you anywhere else. Competition is that represents the backbone of capitalism.
Yeah. I thrive on competition. I ain't never going to tell a competitor, yo, change your show time. We're going to go at this time. No, you want to go at that time? Fantastic. We're going to go at that time too and beat you. That's how I look at it. We don't run from competition. We embrace it.
And also,
So,
you guys say we're repetitive. Watch, you see what's happening next.
yes, we got y'all. We got some stuff planned.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So fuck y'all.
Big Mo's chair. Guys, please take a week off. I need a break. You try holding up Big Mo's booty all day.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Agent Fit and Jose Rodriguez looking hella fine. Okay.
Okay.
And
Who
then
is Jose
that's from the Chefro. Strange comments. And then
Okay.
Chemo. Y'all think y'all would be able to patch things up with KS? If not, it's cool. Just staying combined. Y'all have an insane amount of data. Hey, man, like I said before, we never have issues with people. We always try to extend the olive branch. It's really
We're down to meant anything, you know. But
yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah.
So
So you know we on good for now.
so yeah, okay.
Wait,
So
wait, hold on. Like we got.
Oh,
Oh,
Black
shit.
Lemur.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wow.
Bring that on the screen, bro.
Shout out to our boy
Holy moly.
Black
Bring that on
Lemur.
the screen, bro.
Look
The
at this
big
guy.
$500 super chat, man. Been rocking with us for a minute. Yo,
Yeah.
Black Lemur, you know what, bro? I'm gonna get another slide camera, bro, because of you. You know what?
Black
I'm gonna
Lemur.
get.
God
I've been
damn,
thinking
Black
about
Lemur
it.
slide
More
camera.
cameras already.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna get another fucking slide. Hit that cam again.
Yeah, got you, fam.
Yo, guys, give me ones in the chat if you guys want a slide camera from the other side so that you guys can see less of Walt's ugly self and more of me on this side. You know what I'm saying?
see me.
Yeah, the camera,
Yeah.
the camera's gonna be on that side right there, guys. If you want, give me ones in the chat if y'all want another sliding camera on the other side.
I love it.
And we'll name it the Black Lemur Camera like 4 because this dude's gotten us a
Well,
bunch
I
of
mean,
equipment.
this one is Red Pub Mic Cam.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. This one is an RP mic cam, but these other cameras, bro, came from like
facts.
Lemur. So
Yeah,
yo,
all
the
17
stripper
of them.
camera,
Wow.
you know. So all right, thank you so much, Black Lemur, bro.
Wait,
You're
what did he
the
say?
man.
He said, "Welcome back. I've been with y'all guys since you had way under 100K. Donovan, I got your super chat coming soon."
Hey, there we go, baby. There
I
we
got
go.
ones in the
Appreciate
chat, by the
that.
And ones. Okay, so all right, we got you. I'm gonna do another sliding camera. Like I said, these dudes want to compete. All right, man. We got some other shit, and we still got Studio B. So we're prepared. We got more ammunition to really give y'all some heat. So anyway, cool. So
way. Let's begin the show.
yeah, let's begin.
Yes.
You guys like the video, man. We're gonna get into this bad boy right now.
Ding.
So Donovan, can you give him a little bit of background of you, and then we'll
Yeah,
Devin's
of course.
background as well?
Oh, by the way, I've got an announcement about the CME coming up at the end of the show, so stay tuned. Yeah, man. I guess the Reader's Digest version of who I am.
Take your time.
Oh, okay. I was raised in a military family. I'm the oldest of 5 children. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters. Had a pretty good childhood. I've lived all over the United States. I've traveled all over the world. Good God! And so I found this community not unlike many other people, but a lot of people find this community after like a huge breakup, but I found it after a terrible after a 3-week relationship. She is a low quality girl, and I knew that I did not want to be with her. So I broke up with her. I rode over to her house and said, "Hey, it's not going to work out, etc., etc." And she was completely cool with it. She was like, "Okay, all right." And I was like, "What the hell?" So I drove home and I get on the phone with a mutual friend of ours, and she's like, "Yeah, Susie's getting ready to go out on a date." And I'm like, "She's what? Like this bitch told me she loved me like a week and a half ago. Now she's on a date." So I get on Google and put in, "Why do girls get over breakup so easily?" Came up the Rational Male, Return of Kings. There I dove into the rabbit hole, and after about, I would say, a good year and a half of reading all of the RP content, I saw a link up on Return of Kings where Roosh was like, "Hey, if you have a story to tell, submit your article." So I submitted my very first Red Pill contribution was the 4 shit tests Rocky passed to win Adrian. Roosh got back with me. He got back with me the very next day. I didn't expect to hear from him for months. And he said, "Yeah, this is great. How would you like to be a guest contributor?" I was like, "Well, of course I would love to be." Then Athlon McGinnis, another contributor, he was another African-American. He decided he'd want to write for the site where he's going back to school. So Roosh calls me up. He's like, "Hey, would you like to be a regular contributor at Return of Kings?" I could not believe it. So 80 articles later, I started off as Sharpshooter. Eventually had to change it to Donovan Sharp just to, because we had guys called Runs on Magic, Tooth Moses. He just wanted us to have pseudonymous names. So I came, okay, Sharpshooter. My English teacher's name was Mrs. Sharp. So I figured, all right, I'll, mix in something like that. And I wanted a 3-syllable first name. So that's how I came up with Donovan Sharp. From there, I started my podcast back in 2016, and the rest is history. So yeah, I've been in this community for 8 years. I've written over 200 articles. I've written 10 books. I put out half a dozen courses. So that's where we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the name of that podcast, guys, is The Sharp Reality.
The Sharp TSR Live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
TSR
TSR
Live.
Live. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is.
And Devon, what's your background for the people?
Okay. Let's see. Where should I start, babe?
From the beginning. I guess just talk about, your childhood, et cetera, and then we'll talk about how we met.
Yeah, I'm from South Florida. I lived here 30-something years and moved up north for a job, and then met Donovan. And
Yep, that was it.
I don't know. I'm. It's weird when I'm back in South Florida because I feel that home, but I don't because I don't like it here anymore. But it's so familiar. It's like a little uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've let's see, for what I've done for a living, I've always done search engine optimization, web development, internet marketing, everything from certified to Google Analytics, Google Ads, Facebook ads,
Yes.
you name it. I've done it. I automate stuff. I do workflows. I make sure that if someone signs up here, they end up over here, and then they're in get this email, and then it's I do all the back end stuff. So, so I built all our websites, built all our apps,
The mobile app.
and yeah, I'm still like always looking to improve everything. And like my next big project after the CME is going to be to completely redo the Sharpe Stream app so that it's completely mobile friendly. Right now, it's more for just like catching live streams on the go. But since I've made the whole platform video on demand, now I want to make it super mobile friendly so that you never have to use any other device other than your phone. So cast it to the TV, whatever. So that's my next big project. So that's really all I've done for a living. Was I worked in IT, worked for internet companies my whole life. And it's funny because I've actually got a lot of experience dealing with like merchant accounts and merchant services and e-commerce and things like that, which everything that I've ever done in my life ties in to what I'm doing for him now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I've kind of like a Jill of all trades when it comes to internet and web stuff. So now that my focus has always been marketing, but now it's like time to tie everything in together, and it's great because I mean it helps his show, helps his business, and at the same time, being a search engine optimization expert, you really like have to predict how people think before they search, so that you kind of have to know how they're going to search for things that you're going to help them with. And it's funny that he says that he did an internet search. I was married young. I was married for a long time, like 17, 18 years. Almost, we're together almost 20 years. And so even though I'm a little older, I wasn't always on the carousel kind of thing. And when that fell apart, I was kind of going through it. I was like kind of like really looking back and going, okay, I thought I had it all right. Like I did everything in the order it's supposed to be done in. And, all partnerships have to be 50-50 and like, we're equal in all respects.
Yeah.
And like, this is perfect. We both make the same amount of money and we both like, we're just alike and, and then I look back and I'm like, oh, Jesus, I don't want to do that again. I don't ever want to go through anything like that again. And it's just like, it was great until it wasn't, until like, I realized like, I'm doing everything. Like it's to one thing at a time. Now I'm doing all the bills. Now I'm doing the taxes. Now I'm cleaning the house. And now I'm doing the lawn work. Now I'm doing all these other things.
Yeah.
Until you just take it on so much because you feel like you have to. But really, like I wasn't giving him any space to be a man. I was just literally just taking over. And I had Googled something. I don't want to say what, but I ended up on one of his return. I ended up on one of his
BC.
I know what you Googled.
and I ended up on one of his articles on Return of Kings.
Did you now?
I did. And I laughed so hard. And I was like, first of all, his profile was hilarious. It was like Donovan Sharpe likes
As a sexist son of a bitch.
Sexist son of a
that
bitch who likes to keep women on their toes, their backs and their knees where they belong. Yeah. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Because to me, like, I thought it was funny as heck. But I'm reading this article and I'm like, this is so blunt and it's so true. And it's made me laugh so hard that I was like, you know what? I think this guy's got some answers to some of my questions here. So I went ahead and I
slid into my DMs on Twitter.
I tweeted at him, and like the next morning, like I woke up to
what?
a ding. Yeah, and I was like, for just waking up, I was drinking too much back then, and I was,
And I
just
was
a
always up
total
early.
mess. And so I was like, oh, okay. And so that's how we started talking.
Oh, I didn't know
Was-
this. Okay.
Yep.
Was from a Twitter DM.
Wow.
Yep. She
Technology.
slid in your boys' DMs.
So
Social media.
Yeah.
And
Who'd have thunk it?
it took a long time before we were like, because I was in a really bad place. He was in the height of his Vegas powers,
Yeah.
at the time, and so it took a while for us to kind of get on the same page as far as because me, I didn't know what the hell. I just knew I didn't want to repeat the same mistake. So
Yeah.
I actually was looking to self-improve because I knew that I had gone completely off the rails after my divorce. I was doing all the bad things that you guys talk about, and I was just like, okay, wait, this is not a way to live. And it was only like a few months into it. I'm like, this is not good. This is not going to end well. And so, just I think the fact that I was ready to make changes
Yeah.
and to start improving, and also I understood that the recipe for success was wrong. The way that it was told to me was a lie. And all of these things that women think will lead to happy endings lead to divorce. And
Well, that does lead to happy endings at times. It's not the happy ending that women want.
not for long term. I mean, it can work. It can work for 5 years. It can work for 10 years. But if to go the distance, I've learned a lot of the things that are socially acceptable today is what creates resentment and harbors ill will and feelings, and everything from a girl having more sexual experience than a guy before when a relationship starts. That may not seem like a big deal at the beginning, but 10-15 years later, when the guy realizes like, oh, this is the only woman I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, and she's had all this experience and this and that, like that can really cause problems. It might seem okay at first, but it can cause problems that could result in a relationship going upside down.
Yeah.
So there was just a lot of things that I had learned, and I had you got to go through the fire to
Of course,
feel the
understand.
heat.
Well, what
Yeah,
would
but
you
you
say?
didn't go through the fire until I put you there. That's
Yeah,
what it
no.
was.
Well, I you could say I overcorrected a little bit. I went from like one extreme to
The other.
and I'm actually happier than I think I've ever been in my life. I know that I am. I'm healthier than I've ever been in my life. Well, it's true. And, something that always attracted me to Donovan was the fact that he is disciplined and that he makes what he wants a reality. And that's really hard to find. The fact that he's driven and that he's not afraid to set goals and that he's not afraid to actually achieve those goals and already have the next ones lined up before he's even gotten to his end destination. So, what does the Tallulah call it? Forward moving energy.
Oh, yeah, forward moving energy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's really attractive to me because as someone who kind of like held the steering wheel for a long time throughout a relationship, I can sit back and I can just be like, yo, you know what? Before I met him, I never had my ears pierced. I never had my nails done. I never took care of myself because for me, I was so busy doing everything else.
Yeah.
And that's no way to live. Like, no wonder. Like, so I really enjoy doing the little things that make him happy because one, it's easy, two, it's fun, and it brings me pleasure, and it's good for me too.
So would you
there
say
you go.
that Donovan's leadership allowed you to be feminine and be yourself?
Oh, most definitely. One of the first things that he had me do is go get my ears pierced.
Nice.
And he was like, well, if you're serious and you really want to learn something from me, you'll do this.
Yeah, that's what you reached out for. He said, hey, look, I'm doing
I was
X,
going
Y,
to ask what was the tweet exactly that led to it.
Yeah. So she asked me,
Or the
hey,
article, sorry.
No, that's okay. So it
Don't wanna
was
know.
it was the so she tweeted at me and I just tweeted back. I was like, what? Right? Because I thought she's
So I was
just
like,
another.
hey, I got a question.
Yeah, I was like, what? I figured she was another groupie, and so she, I mean, this is how it happens.
Tutor.
Yeah, that's how it is. And so she sort of, told me everything that had happened. She was recently divorced and this and that, and she wanted to know how to be a better woman. So I was like, okay, well, I can certainly give you a little bit of training and consultation. I said, but. And I didn't even, I thought she was kidding. I was like, look, if you really want to prove to me that you're looking to change, for shits and giggles, go get your ears pierced. She went and did it that day. Okay. All right. And so from that beginning, I put her through her paces. I was really trying to build her for somebody else because I was up to my eyeballs in everything out in Vegas. But then I realized.
What year is this approximately so that people have
This
an idea?
is 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is right at the beginning of 2016. Right at the beginning of 2016. And so we were talking all summer long, and probably a few weeks after we had started talking,
So
she
you're
said,
in Vegas, and where were you at, Devin, at this time? Were you in Vegas as well, or were you in Florida?
I was
or-
in Reno.
yeah.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
okay.
Right. So I was in Vegas. She was in Reno. Eventually, I ended up moving to Reno to get out of Vegas.
Good move.
Yeah. Well, and I had. Long story short, I had I had gotten arrested for the 100th time, and I was charged. Yes, I was charged with aggravated assault
Over a pizza.
Over a pizza. Yeah, I beat the crap out of Oh my god! I think I hit the guy 5 times. And
Was it pepperoni?
there was pepperoni on it.
There was
pepperoni on it, and this was totally my fault. I lost my cool, and so I'll never ever forget this. So for those of you who have never been arrested before, when you get arrested, they handcuff you to the wall. They've got the computers at the station where they're looking you up and see if you have any warrants or other charges or whatever. And so you're always handcuffed with all of the other suspects or, arrestees or whatever.
For intake. For the
Yeah,
day.
right. Intake. That's right. And so this dude next to me, he's like, "What you in for, man?" I was like, well, aggravated assault. He's like, "Oh, shit." He's like, "You got any priors?" I'm like, "Prior what's?" He's like, "Felonies." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "How many?" I said 3. He's like, "Oh shit, nigga, you finna be up there with OJ." And it's funny now, but that was the very first time I said to myself, you know what? I really could go to prison for this. This was going to be my 4th felony conviction. And thank God I wasn't in California because I probably already would have been in prison. But that's what woke me up. And so shout out to my attorney. I owe that guy my life. Yeah, right. And so I'll never forget. So after everything happened, and everything was adjudicated and all that good stuff, I still got the strike on my record, but I'll never forget this. He says to me, he says, "Alex, you're a good dude." He's like, "I don't think you're a bad person." He says, "But if you get in trouble again," he said, "I can't help you anymore." He has never ever he's got me out of some impossible situations. And for that guy to look me in the eye and say, "I can't help you anymore," that's when the switch flipped. I was like, okay, I gotta stop the cocaine. I gotta stop this fast Vegas life. I'd squeezed the orange dry. And so I said, all right, well, I love Nevada. Where can I go where I can stay out of trouble? And that was Reno. And that's when I met Dev.
And you were doing well too. Like you had multiple real estate
Yep,
properties.
yep.
You were living the life. You were in, and you had the time, right? Because you had all this money coming in from your
Yes.
real estate. So you were going out down the strip, talking to girls.
Yep.
That's what really made
that's
you really go
where
with
I
the
learned.
ladies.
Well, that's where I learned. That's where I got my black belt in women was on the Vegas Strip. So I had time, I had resources, and I had and of course I've been diagnosed with intermittent explosive disorder. This just means I have a very short temper and can be set off. You guys have
He's
seen
an
this on the air.
IED.
Yeah. I'm an IED, right? I may as well be an IED, right? And so, so I sought counseling. I got off the blow. Sought counseling. I moved to a calmer region, and shout out to Dr. Derflinger. He sort of helped me to sort of see things from a different perspective. And right around that time, that's when I met Dev, and. I was not looking for a relationship. I was just, all right, let me just calm things down. And the the more time I spent with Dev, the more I begin to like her. Like I used to tell her all the time, I like you as a person, because there's so many girls I smashed in Vegas. I just didn't like that much. They weren't very good company. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, like I like fuck
know
you,
what
but I'm
you're
really
saying.
like, get the fuck out of here.
I didn't know how to interpret that either. Like
my
me as a
God.
person, what else would you like?
Yeah,
Like
oh
I
my
didn't really understand. But yeah, he was showing me all his receipts when he was out there too. Like I was like, "Do you have a girlfriend?" And he goes, "No, I have a girl who thinks she's my girlfriend." and dang, she was a beautiful woman too. But
Yeah, she was bad, but she was as dumb as a fucking light bulb. But yeah, and so it really, we've been out a few times, and so Dev calls me up. I'm at my apartment. She's like, "Hey, you want to go?" Or she actually texts. She's like, "Hey, you want to go to Hawaii?" I didn't think she was serious. I was like, "Well, if you're paying, I'm playing." So about a half an hour goes by, and she calls me. She's like, "All right, we're leaving here. We're going there," and we went to Hawaii for a week. And she paid for the whole thing.
it was a bucket list trip. I figured
Yep.
I had everything taken care of. A phase of my life was done. I'm gonna kind of hit the reset button, and I figured I had to pay for double occupancy, so I might
may as well bring me along.
Invite somebody to come with me.
Yeah, why not?
And
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
a lot
He
of
was
fun, yeah.
really, really nervous though, because spending a week with someone, you
Yeah,
kind
oh
of,
my
you know,
God.
like, you could go either way.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was fantastic.
Make or break.
Yeah,
It could have been a
was-
nightmare.
It was great. We did so much fun stuff. We went to like the top of Mauna Kea.
Oh, that was
to,
awesome.
to the Keck Observatory, where you can like literally see the rings around Saturn.
Yeah, it was
like through
crazy.
just a basic telescope. I mean, that's really up there. That's
Wow.
we could see nebulas. Like, it was really cool.
Wow.
We've done a lot of cool things together. Like we really have.
Yeah.
Now that I think about over the past 6 years. But yeah, so that was the trip that sort of solidified things. That's when we both kind of made a decision. I said, okay, this could possibly go somewhere. I said, but I need to put you through your paces. I need to be able to coach you. I need to be able to train you because, and I told her straight up, I said, listen, you're attractive, but you're not attractive enough to get away with the type of shit that girls who look better than you can get away with. Let's just keep it. I
Yeah.
just told her that.
Give it 1,000, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I
had a lifetime of bad habits too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like the, well, put it this way, I like to be the only girl in a situation.
She was an attention whore, guys. She was
Yeah,
an
like
attention whore.
I was a sous chef like through college, and like
Had to
I was the only
break her
girl
these
in
habits.
the kitchen. Like
Yep.
I played like bass guitar in a punk band. I was the only girl in the band. You know,
Mhm.
like used to skateboard,
Mhm.
ramps.
Mhm. Devin had
I
hoe. She had
no-
hoe tendencies. Hoe tendencies.
I was just trying to hang.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure you were.
Shout out to 3 or 4.
So Donovan, and so we went over the backgrounds, how you guys met. Can you tell me, because obviously now she's become a great asset to you.
Yeah,
help
of
you
course.
scale your business up, using her skills to help you, and you guys have grown tremendously.
Mhm.
Can you tell people how the current sexual marketplace is
Oh,
now and why it's so important in today's day and age, where if you have a woman that you potentially might want to be your girlfriend or your serious counterpart, why you need to essentially kind of build her up?
Yeah, guys. This is going to trigger a lot of you guys. Need to train your woman, man. And a lot of people don't like that language. Yeah. A lot of people don't like, oh my God, you're comparing her. Look, I don't give a fuck what you think. You have to train bad habits out of your woman for her to even make the cut. Because all of us men inherently know and understand that women come into relationships with habits, everyday habits, characteristics, traits that put their relationship at risk all the time. They're on social media. They're going out to bars and clubs. They travel by themselves. They go to girls' nights out. They travel with their girlfriends. They go to company outings. You can never tell a woman what she can or cannot do. You're not her father. But what you can do is you can let a woman know, hey, I don't date women who have these characteristics and traits. This is what I told Deb because I remember telling her, you're going to make a man happy one day. And she's like, well, why not you? And I was like, oh no, I knew this was coming. And so this is when I told her, I said, look, if you want to be with me, it's going to take a long time before I get to the point to where I can take you seriously. And so obviously it started off with the vetting process. The fact that she was married for nearly 20 years that was big for me because she didn't spend 20 years presumably on the carousel. So that was a big plus for me. Also, she had relationship skills. Even though she was in a crappy marriage, she stuck something out. Like she had a stick-to-itiveness, even though the marriage was bad and it ended in this and that, she had the resolve to actually stick it out. And most women today, at the first sign of trouble, they pull the ripcord. Yeah. And so those are the first two things that attracted me to her, I guess, as a partner. Then she has to be receptive to these kinds of things. Guys, the reason it's important to train these behaviors out of your woman is because these behaviors will end your relationship. Dude, I've had girls sit right here tell me that I'm insecure and I'm toxic and I'm controlling because I don't date women who go to bars or clubs. I don't date women on social media. I don't date women who constantly put their relationship at risk. And any man who commits to a woman with these characteristics is asking to be cheated on. That's just all there is to it.
Bam.
I'll read the chats real quick, guys, because we're going to break this down. We're going to go step by step on this, why it's important, because a lot of you guys are quick to commit to certain women that, quite frankly, are not worthy of a relationship.
Just because she looks good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Another thing, too, guys, is, just to add to what Donovan was saying, because everything he said is 1,000% facts, and I agree with him. In today's sexual marketplace, guys, in today's current climate in the West, if you live in the United States, Great Britain, Canada, etc.,
Australia,
any first world country, typically,
Yep.
where feminism is practiced to a significant degree and modern women exist, you need to be vetting women, bro.
Yes.
Because the thing is that a lot of women no longer come, and this is going to sound terrible, they don't come with the proper packaging, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
You're going to have to get certain habits and traits out of them so that you can make her the best woman, because unfortunately, we tell modern day women that all the things that make them a good wife are bad. You know, we lie to them, as Devin was saying earlier, which
It's true.
which I definitely want to get your take on this too, Devin, before I read the chats. What would you say are the top, let's say 3 or 5, you know, if traits that women are told is going to lead them to a relationship, which is actually a lie? So 3 or 5 of the biggest lies you think that we tell modern day women in the West.
Oh, well, yeah, this is easy. It's independence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, being a strong leader. No man wants a strong leader. It's different if you're great leading a pack of children to a nap or something, but you know, like you don't. And ambition.
Ambition.
Yeah.
A woman having ambition.
And a woman
Yeah.
having too much ambition is just putting her in competition with her man.
Yeah.
So
Well said.
yeah, no man wants to have to compete at home. You want to
Yeah.
go home to relax and have some peace. You don't want to have a one-up thing with your wife. It's
Yeah.
just terrible.
And sex.
Look at Chris.
Yes.
Chris, that's obvious, Chris.
Yes. Yes. The booty.
All right, so those are 3 things. Fantastic. All right, $2 from the Shafro. Fresh, blow me a kiss, please. I need a screenshot. Okay.
Brother.
Marochan, cancel culture and the woke don't want to coexist peacefully. They want to dominate, which is why we need to eliminate the weak and regain control.
Yes.
No sympathy.
Okay.
$5 from Jimmy and Dallas. Y'all need to get that "Say My Name" sound drop from Rolo. Okay. And then we got $10 from Native Arain. City Boys, we outside. And then we have Black Lemur again. I'll read it. $500. Welcome back. I've been with you guys since you had way under 100K. Donovan, I got your super chat coming soon. Thank you so much.
Black
Appreciate that,
Lemur,
Black
if
Lemur.
you're ever here in Miami, man, you're
Let
welcome
us-
to the
hit us
party.
up.
Stop by.
You're welcome to come to the party.
Hit us
on
up, bro. Slide through.
Yeah.
Andrew JP, 35. Glad you're back, guys. The haters are jumping for joy that you're back just in time for Valentine's Day. The struggle is real. Facts. Game 2, play with girls. Show us your elbows unbent. That's the color of her balloon knot. Go Bengals. Okay. From Lemon Lime, RL.
Wow.
Glad FNF back. Maybe time to diversify. Rumble, $2. That's from RL. Keith Simon, at this point, FNF should be getting a job creators bonus on YouTube for the amount of channels that only exist due to eating off reacting to them. That's true. $5, Keith Simon. Sebastian, if they want to start the 4th Great Ninja War, just say the word and we can mass report them back. Oh, and that's from Sebastian. Now, bro, we don't need to do that. Subtle J, $2. Be in Miami, July. Let me buy y'all a bottle. Thank you so much.
We don't
And then
drink.
Ryan Rorty, $10. Great Britain, yo. And then $10 from most popular TikTok compilation. Redhead, don't look good. Are we gonna listen to his advice? Okay, yeah, niggas, bro. AL, $5. Y'all woke up and decided to say fuck sleep for shows. Jesus, man. Thank you guys for the hard work you put in for us. We got y'all, man.
Thanks, bro.
Is Richard Fain still a potential guest? Love the old guys. That's $10 from El Bookie. I'm gonna try to get him on, guys. I mean, Danielle, real men don't fold or break. They maintain frame, and F the haters. Proud of you guys. Always keep it coming. Don DeMarco to you, and Donovan got you, man. Appreciate that greatly. Dollars 110, $20. Good to see y'all back. Thank you so much. We got Sec. What's the best way to get to know a girl living in another country? We've chatted for a little bit, but I'm tempted to FT her and get to know her a bit more. She suggested to come visit. Ooh, that's dangerous, my friend.
Don't spend a lot of time on that. FaceTime in your free time for me 10 to 20 minutes to max, but don't spend all your time talking to her back and forth because long distance is not going to be
No.
the best route.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't invest too much more in that. The Almighty Lord of Honesty, $10. Lord Myron, keep the weaklings on their knees begging for mercy. The truth hurts, and you tell it well. Shout out to Fresh and Donovan Sharpe. I fuck with them as well. Absolutely. $5 from more. Oh, okay. Welcome back, guys. Getting sleep deprived over here, watching you live from the Netherlands every time. 1 million on the way. Yes, guys, do me a quick favor because we're off air for a bit. Like the video, and then also subscribe to the channel. If you've never been here before, guys, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to hit a milli. And yeah, the haters can't stop us, man. They're going to try. You know what I'm saying? They're really trying, bro. It's crazy. There's things that we found out that are going on behind the scenes. But, you know, we're here. Jay Whittier Jr., Deven is actually smart. Smartest woman we ever had on FNF. She is logical and feminine. Not many women do that. She does it. Requires real intelligence. Most women have degrees and nothingness. Congrats. Very true.
True.
Jaya, my dad passed last year. My girl is frustrated telling me I'm no longer fun to be around. Slightly true, but I'm wrong. But am I wrong to tell her she's insensitive?
Brother, that's a dub right there, bro.
Women don't care about your
No, they do
struggles,
not.
my friends. That's one of the best examples of it right now, and you're just proving it. They don't care about your struggles, bro. They just want the
It
finished
is what
product.
it is.
You pouting in front of her isn't not going to help at all.
no.
Never, bro. That's why we tell y'all don't be vulnerable in front of your girl.
Nope.
It doesn't
Yeah.
help, man.
Don't.
They'll lie to you. Oh my God, tell me about your problems, all this other shit. No,
Open
man.
up to me.
Yeah, it's all fucking cap, my friends.
Stop the cap.
And then $10. Spencer used to watch CSR back in college when Don had that brick background. I thought DS was crazy. A few more things unfolded, and I realized he was speaking facts. DS was one of the first creators I saw. Thank you. Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Donovan and his wife's story is beautiful. Reminds me of my relationship with Gohan. Okay, Feddit Piccolo.
Honestly, we're just going to start calling ourselves husband and wife because everybody, whatever.
Jonathan Hogan, not going to lie, y'all come back on YouTube, has me in the greatest moods while at work. I absolutely love, this podcast. Shout out to Donovan and Deven. Y'all relationship are the goals. And also, guys, do me a quick favor as well. Stop the show. Go subscribe to Donovan's YouTube channel. It's below at the top of the description. YouTube channel is Donovan Sharpe. And you have another backup one, Donovan Sharpe, too. Right?
Donovan Sharpe, etc. Yeah, that's where I'll do like tutorials. I'll do deadlifts. I'll do, haircut tutorials, stuff like that.
Yeah. So go check him out, guys. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel
And Jonathan,
as well.
thank you for supporting, man, because you support us even when we're going through that bullcrap, and you play in your car loud, the podcast. So
Yeah,
that's cool,
Thank you, man. Fresh Kids TV, $10, and then $5, Desmond Montgomery. It's important to get that a girlfriend that's coachable. Had to teach my girl to be a wife and make sure she was the right one. Cool. The Three Kings, welcome back to this side of the internet, guys. I find it funny when many women say most men aren't equally yoked and aren't financially appealing, but complain about the wage gap in the same breath. Exactly. And then Trayvon22, first time a super chat ever. Just wanted to show some love. You guys saved my life.
Wow.
Thank you, bro.
We got y'all, man. Thank you, Trayvon22. And guys, just do me a quick favor. Like the video, we're going to go over right now how to build up your woman to become the best girlfriend for you. Donovan's going to go through it. And then...
and guys, we're reading $10 and up.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chris. So we're going to read 10 up. And also, guys, just so y'all know, every chat that comes through, whether it's 99 cents to $10 to $50, whatever it is going to be shown on screen. Okay, we always show the super chats on screen. Don't worry about that. So thank you guys so much for the support, but we're going to read 10 and up just so that we can make sure we give y'all the best quality show. And yeah, without further ado, Donovan, take it away, man.
Yeah, so the first step, of course, I just talked about is vetting. And when you vet women, you have to be discerning. Just because a girl looks good does not mean she is going to make a good girlfriend or, dare I say, wife. Guys, you need to learn how to spot the kinds of red flags that should cause you to use more discernment. We all know about the typical red flags: tattoos, body piercings, unnaturally colored hair, blah 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 blah. But there are quite a few red flags that are characterized as healthy traits. You named a few of them. She's strong and independent. She's out. And when I say she's out, that means she's out of the running for a long-term relationship. Listen, you can smash these girls all you want to. Do not commit to them. A girl who was raised in a single mother household, she's out. Now, I'm not saying that these red flags completely disqualify her. That one didn't completely disqualify her, but she's going to have some serious work to do. Number 3, she cannot have habits that regularly potentially put your relationship at risk. I just listed them. She goes to bars or clubs. She travels alone. She goes to girls' nights out. She goes to bars by herself. She's on dating apps, etc., etc., etc. Any activity that gives women access to easy dick has to go. If they don't go, then you don't commit. That's how that works. This comes with also setting boundaries and expectations. If a girl is trying to make a play to be your girlfriend, you need to let her know, this is what I expect. This is what I expect, and these are the boundaries. Now, Rolo says all the time, don't explicate, demonstrate. Sometimes you do have to explicate. Sometimes you do have to communicate these things. But with Dev, I said, okay, because Dev said, hey, listen, I'm trying to be with you. I want to be with you, et cetera, et cetera. What do I need to do? And so I sort of laid all this out. Anytime she would do or say something that I told her or that asked her specifically not to do, I would tell her, you know what you're doing right now? It sounds like you're eating boogers. Like, I imagine you eating boogers right now. This is when she started talking about guys she was dating, anybody in her sexual past, her ex-husband. Anytime she's, no, you're eating boogers, I don't want to hear about it. I wasn't there, so I don't know. That's one thing I was very clear with her. Don't trash your ex in front of me. He wasn't the perfect husband, and you damn sure weren't the perfect wife. Right. I'm not trying to hear a one-sided story on that. So I think that's
so rare, Donovan.
It is, and I think that let her know right off
those questions.
Well, it let Dev know right off the bat that I'm not just gonna buy the bullshit he says, because every girl, my ex-boyfriend was abusive, controlling, toxic. He beat me. He did drugs and abused our children and blah, 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 blah. He's the most terrible person in the world. And how long are you with him? Oh, 15 years. Okay, so he was
Sally says, you look dumb.
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, Hallie, yeah, you look dumb. Yeah, so.
And I got to say this real quick. Like, I need people to understand how true you are right now.
Yeah.
Bro, we do a segment on the show. We ask the girls, on your last relationship, what led to the breakup? Name one thing that you did wrong and one thing that he did wrong. Every single time, Donovan, without fail, they go on the huge rant about what he did.
Yep.
And we ask them, well, what did you do? And they
Accountability.
cannot answer it, bro. They cannot say anything. No, I was perfect. I was fine. I didn't do anything. And it's ridiculous to me. Like, you're telling me that it was only his fault, but it's just modern day women cannot take accountability when it comes to relationships failing.
And so many guys fall into that trap where they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you that happened," and they try to coddle her for those explanations.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here.
Yeah.
You're hearing her side and not his side.
Yeah.
You don't really know why he acted that way towards her.
So we just had to, like, I had to just say that, like, just to
yeah.
add more proof. Every time we do that segment with the girls, they almost never, ever say what they did wrong. They go on a fucking huge rant about the guy
Blame shift.
and never blame anything on themselves and
Yeah.
take accountability. So that's so true.
And anytime they do it, they circumvent the blame. Well, I guess one thing I did wrong is I was too trusting, or I was young and dumb, or I fell in love too quickly. It's always something. Do you got something?
Yeah, I do. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's important to set this standard up early so that if you make her accountable of her past relationships, you're going to make her accountable of her present behavior as well. So for him to say, I wasn't
point.
there, I don't know, what did you do wrong? That's all I care about.
Right.
And then say we go out to dinner and I do something that really irritates him, he's going to tell me right away. And then I'm going to go, okay, I understand this. I'm accountable for it. Yes, I did that. Whether I think I'm right or wrong doesn't really matter because it bothers him. And if what I really care about is his feelings, then that's why I'm going to make those adjustments. And I think a lot of women say, okay, I had a terrible relationship, whatever. It's all his fault. But if you never own that accountability,
There you go.
you're never going to fix it.
Yep.
You're never going to fix it going forward. So if I couldn't own what I did wrong in the past,
How could you change it?
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. And I used to tell Dev all the time, man. I used to tell her, look, I'm not correcting you just to prove that I'm the dominant man. I'm correcting you because if you want to be in this relationship, this is the standard. And I used to tell her all the time, hey, listen, feel free to pull the ripcord at any time. Because I told her, I'm not for everybody. I told her, I said, look, man, I'm going to pat myself on the back here. You're never going to meet another man like me. No one is ever going to hold you more accountable. No one is ever going to hold your feet to the fire like I am. No one is ever going to make you really look inside yourself. And there were some times where she would try to push back and it would be a one-sided shouting match.
Yeah.
And dude, and how many times have I made you cry? Jesus, all kinds. And I used to tell her, listen, you're crying right now. It does not bring me pleasure to make you cry, but this is what's necessary. And I used to tell her, hey, you're crying now. Do you want to pull the ripcord? No. Are you sure? I mean, it is what it is. And then of course we would laugh about it. But the key was I never, ever, ever let her get away with anything, not one time.
Exactly.
If we were out and she speaks to a male waiter, when the male waiter leaves, I'm like, you want to get his number 2 while we're at it? I remember we were in Hawaii. I think I told the story on my live once. So we're at breakfast and Deven starts getting all demonstrative. And I instantly knew it was up. I look behind me and this dude sitting behind me looks like Thor. And so I said to her so that he could hear it, I was like, if you want to fuck the guy, all you have to do is tell him. I'm sure he won't turn you down. You interested?
And I didn't even realize I was doing it. That's the
Hit the
thing.
stop the cat button. Please.
Stop the cat.
Come on.
Well, a lot of these bad habits and behaviors in modern women today are just simply ingrained as acceptable, and no one ever tells them no.
Yeah.
So unless you have a guy that actually tells you no, then you're never going to change.
You're telling me you didn't know.
I didn't know. I swear.
Stop the cat. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Got you.
But on some level, she's 14% maybe right. Girls have bad relationship habits and they're on autopilot.
Yeah.
And listen, this doesn't mean she's a bad person. She saw someone she was attracted to, and so her firmware said, I need to get this person's attention. And if she wants to do that, that's fine. You're just not going to be in a relationship with me. And this is the way, and I would never tell her, if you do that again, we're finished. No, I would let her know. If you want to fuck the guy, you want to switch up rooms, like what's up? She never did it again after that. And so I would do, and I wasn't trying to be psycho. I wasn't playing games with her. I was just a very straight up dude. I remember one time we were at a bowling league. She had a few too many, and she's laughing and joking with one of our teammates and touched him on the arm. dude, I said, grab your shit. We're going home. Got home, aired her ass out. I said, dude, I told her, I said, you do something like that one more fucking time, you're going to change residences and you're going to go with that guy. At that point, I said, okay, we need to not drink when we go to the bowling alley, things of that nature. But it was never, I'm never the type of person where something happens and then later on, okay, I want to talk about what happened earlier. No.
It's gotta be immediate.
I don't give up. Guys, this is so important. I don't give a fuck where you are. Check your woman. Dude, I've checked her in front of her parents. I've checked her in front of her friends. You can't, because if your woman knows that you won't check her in certain situations, guess when she's going to misbehave? In certain situations. You have to be unafraid to do this. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, there is no magic bullet. Like, there's no secret cheat code. You gotta fucking reach down, grab your Y chromosome, and do what the fuck needs to be done. Because I promise you, the very first time you allow her to get away with that behavior, that's going to be the behavior that ends your relationship. You cannot let her get away with any of that stuff if you want a healthy relationship.
It's one mistake to lead to a bigger mistake.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
And I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second.
Let's do it.
Because I know a lot of people will probably criticize your detractors. That's extreme, Donovan. What's wrong with you? Are you wild? You need therapy, whatever. What is your response to the people out there that might say your techniques or your tactics of, building your woman up to become the best version of herself, to be your girlfriend, is extreme? What would your response be to that?
Well, we live in extreme times, gentlemen. And so in extreme times, it takes extreme measures. Like I said, guys, women are on autopilot with let's just keep it real. Women are on autopilot with attention-seeking behavior. As soon as women wake up, they're getting hit in the face with dicks. Hit in the face with dicks. They walk outside, got dicks all over the place. They open up their phone, dicks are flying at their phones. They go to work, there's dicks flying out of dicks everywhere. Even when they're asleep. Their phone is face up. They're getting hit in the face with dicks when they're asleep. When she goes to the coffee shop, she's hit in the face with dicks. Gentlemen, dudes, and if she's attractive, it's going to be, and look, your woman, and a lot of guys say, well, I want my woman to be attractive. Okay, if you want your woman to be attractive, you need to be prepared for dick getting thrown at her. That's not her fault, okay? How about, dude, we're walking around Miami. Guys look at Dev all the time. Guys, you're just going to have to come to grips with, if you want your woman to look good, dudes are going to look at your woman. That's just how it is. That being said, your woman needs to be trained not to welcome that attention. Excuse me, do you know what time it is? Right? Like you'll be pumping gas or whatever. In New Jersey, you don't pump your own gas.
Yes.
But yeah, right. But you'll be pumping
sleep.
gas and some dude will walk up to your girl, hey, do you know what time it is? Oh yeah, it's 2:15. Or if you have a male waiter a male or a female waiter, they're flirting with you. No. This is why you do all the ordering. So let me bring it back. You have got to train these behaviors out of your woman. And here's the thing, guys. Dude, better than 9 out of 10 women are not going to adhere to this training.
Yeah.
They can't listen. They especially, dude, if she's over a certain age, no way it's gonna happen. Wait a minute, you don't date girls who are on social media? My whole life is on Instagram. Okay, well, do you? I guess we're just not gonna be serious. You guys have to understand and think about all of the habits that the typical Western woman has. All of them are conducive to getting dick. Now, she's not in a relationship. Hey, get all the dick you want.
Yeah.
But this is why most relationships are ended either directly or indirectly ended by females, is because it's constant attention. If we know anything about women value attention above everything. Their kids, their family, everything. Attention first.
I think people underestimate how much work goes into a relationship because
Jesus Christ.
you're saying this, right? And like people are like, oh, that's extreme. But bro, if you want your girl to be for you and have certain habits, you have to actually implement it, and you can't slip up, because if you do one time, that's all it takes. So I
do not like that I had to become who I am. But guys, it's not about what I want, it's about what is. And at the end of the day, if you want a solid relationship that you can love and potentially trust, this is what needs to be done. Most men can't do what I've done. And I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. Most men can't do what I've done. They just can't. And I understand why. Everything around us is telling us to do completely the opposite. But then ask yourself, well, why my last 17 girlfriends cheated on me? It's because I did not have the requisite knowledge or the nuts to be able to train these behaviors out of your woman. And if a woman likes you enough, she will change her behaviors. If she doesn't like you as much as you thought she did.
And I want to say this real quick too, because I was looking at the chat. Some people are saying, "Man, I don't know about this. This might be a little too extreme or whatever." Yeah. Well, Donovan and I agree with you 1,000% that we live in extreme times, my friends. Never before in the history of time have we been in a situation where it is completely okay for women to exercise and flaunt poor behavior when it comes to dealing with the opposite gender. If a man is a loser, he's a dork, he's fat, whatever it is, society punishes him and negatively reinforces his poor decisions.
That's right.
He's an alcoholic. No one's going to let you in the bar. You smell bad. Girls aren't going to want to fuck with you. You lose your money, etc. You smoke pot all day. And you don't have a job. You're not ambitious, whatever it is. Reality smacks you in the face for your inadequacies as a man.
That's right.
However, reality does not smack women in the face for their inadequacies. Let's keep it 1,000. When women are fat, rude, strong and independent, whatever it is, we have modern conventions to make them feel better for their poor decisions.
That's right.
If she's fat, love your curves. If she's obnoxious and rude and a career woman, you're strong and independent.
Yep.
These motherfuckers can't handle you. Get your bag, girl, etc. We have all these enabling institutions, essentially, right, that tell women, behave how you want, and you're still gonna get a man at the end of the road. Whereas for men, we tell men up straight up, you're a loser, you're fat, whatever, you're probably not gonna get a girl. And then reality smacks you in the face and lets you know you're not gonna get the girl. So this is why when a girl deals with you guys, you need to put rules and boundaries immediately.
That's right.
Because women live in a Disney fucking fairy tale in the West, guys. I need you guys to really understand this shit. They don't come made ready to be a good woman.
That's right.
They come with stupid habits that are going to put you in precarious situations that might fuck you up. We had Andrew Tate on the show, and we talked about how if you don't have your woman in check, you can put yourself and her in danger. He told a really good story about how he was in line to get some chips, which is fries, I think, in England, and some guys, 3 or 4 guys, just walked up and cut the line, and the girl's like, "Oh my god, what the hell?" And he looked at her and said, "Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up." Literally, just told her, "Shut up, bitch." And he knew what was going to happen. However, this guy in front of the line, where these guys cut right in front of, he decided to say something because his girl was there. Next thing you know, the girl's mouthing off. The guy's like, what the hell? Like, he's kind of involved in a situation. They fucking knock the chick out. They knock him out. And they get fucked up. And they walk away. And this is just a microcosm of what can happen, guys, if you don't have your woman in check, where she's going to put you in really shitty positions. Let's keep it 1,000. A lot of you guys are out here talking shit and protecting women that don't even suck your dick.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? Let alone your girlfriend. So you need to understand, guys, that as a man, reality will punch you in the face.
That's right.
It won't punch them in the face. So you need to bring your woman into reality and understand that she can get punched in the face too.
That's right.
But a lot of you guys let girls live in a Disney fucking fairy tale, man. A lot of them do. So you got to ground her and let her know, yo, there are rules, there are boundaries, and on top of that, there's consequences for the first time in your fucking life, especially if she's hot, for your poor decisions. And you guys have to be the consequence. And I know a lot of you guys are scared to do this shit because it's considered misogynistic, toxic, insecure. Fuck that shit. Over here, okay, you don't want to be average. We tell you guys all the time, if you're average, what are you going to be? You're going to have less than $1,000 in your checking account.
Real talk.
You're going to be fat. You're going to be a loser. You're going to be weak. You're going to be meeble. You're not going to be able to express yourself the way that you want. And guess what? Women are not going to respect you. Most women do not see, respect, and or find most men attractive.
That's right. That's
Why? Because they're scared to do this shit right here that we're talking to you guys about right now. You must put your girl in her place. You are the leader. If you don't, she's going to be in a leadership role, and guess what's going to happen? She's going to lead you to the end of the relationship and potentially danger and everything else. Every religious text tells you guys about the dangers of women that are not under male authority. From Islam to Christianity to Judaism, etc. All these dumb hoes want to complain about the patriarchy. The patriarchy keeps you safe from yourself, you dumb hoes. Because if you put a woman in charge, we don't know what happens. They were wiped out. Okay? There's not one matriarchy that stood the test of time. So I know some of you guys,
wait, there was the Japanese prostitute. What the fuck?
So I know some of you guys might be looking at this like, yo, this is extreme or whatever. Guess what, motherfuckers? It's extreme times, okay?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. We're not advocating tell your girl, bitch, you better do what I say. No. Simply put, these are the rules.
These are my standards.
These are my
If you
standards.
want to be with me, follow the standards.
Adhere to them.
If
And you
not,
know what?
go do your thing.
It's important because, yo, I don't know if you guys watch this podcast, but we ask girls all the time, what do you want in a man? And what do they say? They all describe a 1% guy all of a fucking sudden. 6'3", $100,000 plus a year, good looking, etc. Chad, in shape, blah, blah, blah. If girls want to have a 1% man, guess what? You need to have 1% man standards back on these goddamn chicks, bro. You are the prize as the man, as the prize. You are in a position of power to demand excellence from your woman. Society demands excellence from you. You must demand excellence from your woman, because if she comes into your life and she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, a woman with a terrible past is going to fuck up your future. All right, guys? So if you don't like what we got to say, cool. Go to one of these blue pill channels. Go to one of these guys that are going to tell you, oh yeah, make her a queen, pedestalize her, and see how fucking long that lasts you, bro. The West is in shambles when it comes to relationships because we let women get away with a bunch of fuckery, okay? Women want a man that's going to be a leader and lead them to success in the relationship and in life in general.
Dev, what you got?
I don't think
like
I don't think anything that Donovan has ever asked me to do has been extreme. I don't think any of his requirements have been extreme.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
I don't think anything Donovan has ever requested or told me to do, expected me to do, has been extreme. Donovan is like is a rare breed because of the fact that he has expectations and standards and he sets them early and he is consistent with them. The fact that he never wavers from 5 years ago to today is now I literally, it becomes part of my personality.
Yep.
And most women they're not attracted to a man who doesn't have standards.
Right.
But yet they don't want to bend who they are to meet those standards.
Brittany Renner.
So it's really interesting because if a woman likes a guy enough, she will bend over backwards without him even having to ask.
Mm-hmm.
If she even thinks that's what he wants and expects, she will go ahead and do that. Before we lived together, I had cameras installed in my house so that I could show him exactly and gave him login to it.
Her idea.
All of this stuff was my idea.
And why did you do that?
So that he could see I'm doing what I say I'm doing. I'm trying to build trust here.
And the respect is there.
And exactly. And if I'm say I'm going to bed, good night, he can look and see I'm in bed, I'm sleeping. You know, I'm not out the door,
sucking dick.
Exactly. Like I give him access to my home security system. Every time my door opened, there's an alert, and it's not just to say, hey, he demanded that I do that. I was like, you know what? What can I do to put his mind at ease?
Yep.
To show him that I'm not doing what these other girls that are out here are doing. And it's the same thing from even like putting like keyloggers on my phone. Hey, you want to access to my phone? Here's my phone. You don't even need my phone to get access to my phone.
Everything she's talking about here, that's the reason why when I told her I was moving to Philly that she was coming with me. That's why. Because a lot of girls don't understand, and so many people say this, and it's inherently wrong. How many times have you heard this? I'll trust someone until they give me reason not to trust them. Wrong fucking answer. No, it's all wrong. No. Women need to proactively build trust. Well, he should trust me. No, the fuck he shouldn't. You've cheated on your last 7 boyfriends, right? Why should he trust you when you tell him you're going to bed, but then you're going out sucking? No. When you have a woman who wants to proactively build trust, that is a woman who really wants to be with you. Let me rewind. How many videos have we seen of a girl mouthing off and her boyfriend gets her ass kicked? Right? She mouths off to somebody. Dude, we saw this video.
Hip hop. It's millions of them.
Mm-hmm.
They mouth off, and of course, because the dude doesn't want to catch a charge, he ends up fucking the dude up. This is why you can't be with a mouthy bitch. This is why you got to check your woman, because just like you said, your woman could put you and her in danger just by running off at the mouth. Andrew Tate did the right thing when he told her, "Hey, shut the fuck up." Like that's that, and sometimes
this
that's
is a trained fighter. Just so y'all understand,
a trained fighter,
4-time kickboxing world champion, telling his girl to shut up because he understands the realities of pure violence and what men are capable of.
That's right,
and women are not, because a lot of girls have never been punched in the face by a man,
and never will be.
Exactly.
Well, you know, I mean,
why they act crazy,
dude. I'm trying to tell you, and so what you have to understand is that, how can I put this? Women will only do to you what you allow them to do.
Well said.
And if you show her that she is allowed to mouth off in certain situations, that's exactly what she's going to do. My second point is, back in the 1940s and 1950s, the opposite of what you said, girls used to come ready-made for marriage and relationships. Yeah. Their mothers trained them to cook and clean and be good housewives and mothers. It is not like that in 2022. And so if you want, and it shouldn't be like this, but that's the way it is. So if you want a woman who is going to be halfway decent to you, it is incumbent upon us to train our women. My third point about this is, guys, most of you watching this right now, you're not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
You want to, you're simply not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to check your woman in public. You just don't have the resolve to do. I remember I was dating this one girl, Chrissy, and we were walking somewhere, and I told her, I said, dude, God, what the fuck was it? She was going on about something, but I swore at her. And this dude said, you don't have to talk to her like that. I was like, you're gonna get your fucking teeth knocked out for her? It doesn't matter, dude. What you think. And I was already pissed. I was like, you're gonna get your ass kicked for her? like, you understand she's not going to suck your dick. Like, she doesn't want to fuck you,
Yeah.
right? So
White
if you want to
knights.
get your ass kicked for her, that's fine. I'm just saying you're not getting any pussy. He didn't say a goddamn thing too, because my fucking eyes, and I was probably on coke at that point too, which probably didn't help to not exacerbate the situation. Most men are not going to be able to do this because of the world around us. Both men and women alike are going to directly and indirectly shame and intimidate you from doing and saying what needs to be done to keep your woman in line. You don't have to talk to her that way. And you're going to make me not talk to her that way, right? I don't know. You can tell the difference, and I don't want to get too far off in the weeds here, guys, but this is why it's important to learn how to fight. Because when you know you can physically defend yourself, you don't put up with fuckery from men or women. So if they cut it in line, now if it's 3 guys who cut in line, you have to make the decision, okay, it's 3-on-1, there's no way I can run up.
Are we gonna fight over some fries?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to get my ass kicked for some chips, right?
Yeah.
But in certain, right, or pizza. Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Pepperoni pizza.
Oh man, that was
Guys,
a
like the
good
video,
pizza,
by the
too.
way. We got 4,100 y'all in here. Subscribe to Donovan Sharpe's channel. He's giving y'all a lot of heat right now. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay.
Is it worth fighting?
Most men are not going to be able to do this. Not because you're lesser men, not because you just don't have what it takes. It's because everything around us, people and the environment, are keeping you from doing what needs to be done. On the other side, most women cannot adhere to this training for the same reasons. Why were you able to stick with it?
Whew. Oh, wow.
Good question.
That is a good question.
Because I didn't give you the combination to the lock.
Part of it was to see if I could.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know, it was a challenge, and I figured, like, okay, if I, like, and it becomes like, okay, I can do this, right? Any woman can fake it for 3 weeks, 4 weeks,
6 months.
a year, not so much.
Well, at that point, if she's been faking it for that long, it kind of becomes who she is.
Exactly. So,
She's
you
gonna
know,
have to change, yeah.
yeah. Well, you know, and there is a little bit of a fake it till you make it kind of thing, but that is involved with every learning curve that there is, and this is a learned behavior. Just like unlearning the bad habits are there, as learning a new behavior to take its place is there. So, why did I stick with it? I don't know. I just really liked you, and plus at that point, I was so invested.
Oh yes,
because I kept coming up with ways to like try to like make him like me even more. You know, like I'll send him cookies, and I'll plan these experiences. It's you know, I know that you value like time and experiences more than like things, you know. So I try to be like do things that were thoughtful, like he's going on a 5-hour road trip, I'll make him like a Spotify playlist, you know, like the old school mixtape.
Yeah, that Caleb West Elm game. He was doing that to all the girls.
Was he really?
Oh God. Yeah.
I think from what I can see here, just from observing you two, for when you guys were here in Miami and how you guys are on stream as well, I think you have a genuine desire, like Rolo says, for Donovan. You do anything it takes to keep him happy, and that drove you to be, you know what, I'll listen to what he has to say and do it because I love him that much. So that's respect.
I not only respect him, I trust him implicitly. And that's something I don't think I've ever learned how to do before. Is most women these days don't know how to trust men.
Yeah.
They this independence
niggas ain't shit.
They've been so ingrained, and especially like the single mom culture is that you need to rely on yourself. Men can let you down at any point in time, but they never learned how to actually trust and depend on anybody. And they think it's a weakness, but it's not. It's a strength. And to be able to be that soft place that a man lands on at the end of the day, and be that nurture and like really be able to take care of a man or a family is it's a gift, and it's something that no other person in the world can do.
Yeah,
you know. So. I don't know.
Well, you have to. On the other side of that, you have to be a trustable. You have to be a trustable man.
Yes, I didn't hold the guys accountable too.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't tell Dev I want X, Y, Z, A, B, and C. No, I understood that if I was going to get compliance from her, she needed to see and understand. Okay, this is what I could potentially get in return. And the Hawaii trip, even though she paid for it, Devon, what she said was like the most relaxing thing that you had ever done.
I cried at the end of it. Like the last day, I was crying. He's like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "I've just never felt like this before. Like I've never felt so relaxed and like just taken care of, even though it was like we rented a car, you drove everywhere.
Oh,
like
yeah.
like it was my job to look good and chill. And I was like, this is new, like I don't have to do everything.
Yeah. It was. It's a symbiotic relationship, and it also helps that we get along. Because I like I told her, I like her. We're not friends, but I like her as a person. We get along well. We don't have anything in common, but a lot of you have to have something. No, you don't have to have anything in common with your woman. You just have to be able to get along with her, and that means not just getting into stupid fights over nothing. But going back to what you were saying, you have to be trustable. Now, I want you to tell the audience why is it? Because I put a lot of demands on you. Why did you trust me? What about me said, okay, I'm going to do this for this guy?
Well, I'm going to be straight honest here. Like, you had other girls doing it for you. There was like that pre-selection going on. That
you said it, I did.
Yeah, I mean, I got to admit, like, some of the things that I saw when
they were fat and ugly.
No, some of the things I saw when we first started talking, I was like, God dang, like, holy cow, like, okay, so
your boy is getting it in.
What really is this guy all about? But just it went from trusting you from little things to bigger things to just saying, you know what, this guy's consistent. Consistency and discipline, I think, is the two most underrated.
Oh yes.
Personality features that a man can have.
Yeah.
And just sticking to his guns, knowing who he is, what he tolerates, and what he doesn't, and actually following up through with it. That is a big attraction for women, because most guys don't ask women to do anything but just look good and whatever.
And show up.
And
That's right.
And so I remember he asked, I used to send him pictures of food that I cooked because he didn't believe I knew how to cook. I mean,
I remember that.
And then the first month that we lived together, I made it like my goal was to serve him a different meal every night
day
for a
30
month.
days.
Yeah, for a month.
Yeah.
Needless to say, like, that was great and all, but you gotta like really eat the same type of things every day because fitness wise, it's not good for you. But it was fun while it lasted.
And then I have one question, me personally, but like I think the audience might gain from it as well. So you had the lifestyle, law girls, back and forth, penthouse, fast lifestyle. But was that fulfilling for you? And what made you say, you know what? I think it's time for me to say, you know what? She's the one I could chill with, have a good vibe with, and possibly see in the future as mine.
It was a lot of fun. It was not fulfilling, guys. It was good fun. But looking back, and I certainly don't regret my Vegas days. That was a magic fucking carpet ride. I probably don't remember half of it. But a lot of like men who find this community, because I used to be one of those guys, dude, I'm going to smash 10 bitches a week or 10 bitches a month, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Yeah. I actually got to do that. But there is something to be said. There's something to be said about waking up one morning and not remembering where you are. There's something to be said about waking up in the morning and trying to remember whether or not you used a condom last night. There's something to be said about saying, God, do I have to go to the fucking clinic and get tested for STDs? There's something to be said about, some bitch showing up at your door with a kid who looks just like you 2 years later. I'm not saying that my Vegas experience was not a good time, because it definitely was. But it wasn't fulfilling. I recommend every guy get that out of your system, just to say that you did, just so you understand. The player life is fun. It's not fulfilling, and there's a lot more to it than just smashing hoes left and right. And you two should know that by now, especially living here in Miami. It's not all fun and games, man. There's a lot of maintenance involved. There's, oh my God, it's
dangerous.
It's what?
It's dangerous, man.
It's very dangerous. And then of course, with my mentality, it was getting like the Vegas life was swallowing me whole. I was getting into fights. I was doing too much. Dude, I'd blow 5 straight days once. It really, really got out of control. And so I said, okay, I'm going to remove myself from the situation. This of course is when I met Deven. I remember it was a long time ago. I read an article on Wilt Chamberlain. He famously slept with 20,000 women or something like that. And I'll never forget. He said in this article, he said, listen, having 1,000 ladies is great, but having one woman is what really makes your life a lot of fun. I had all the success. I had all the girls, and it was fun, but it was not fulfilling. I'm glad that I did it. But now that I'm successful, my life is so much better now that I have someone to share it with. Right. And to have someone to share those experiences. Like, it would have been great to go to Hawaii by myself, but going with her was a lot of fun. It would have been great to fly over the Grand Canyon out in Vegas by myself, but going with her was a lot of fun. And I know a lot of guys sort of swear off dating in relationships. To you guys, I'm not mad at you. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
But what you really need to understand is that we as humans, we have an inherent desire for relationships. Unfortunately for men these days, it's very, very difficult to cultivate good, solid relationships. But what really made me decide to go all in on her was when she gave me access to her phone, cameras everywhere. I was like, oh, she really wants me to trust her.
She wanted to do it. You didn't ask for it.
That's
I
right.
think that's very important. People understand that a lot women are very aware and sensitive to when they know they're around the best option they can be, and they will start to do things that they might have not necessarily done for other guys for you to try to get that commitment. So you guys, this is why we tell y'all you got to get your money out point. You cannot demand excellence from a woman to be an excellent girlfriend unless you are excellent yourself. And I'm telling y'all, you have to become, right? Shout out to Rolo in the back as well, just walked in.
Oh,
right?
shit.
There he is. As a man, you have to become, guys. You know what I'm saying? Rolo's in the back over there wearing his beanie. Hey, he got the Yeezys on. Hey, okay, it's lit. Okay.
He's got the Yeezys.
So, but yeah, Rolo always says you must become. I say you must become so that you can come. Yeah. So, and that's what it is, guys. Like, women want a man to be the perfect package. Y'all saw it on the show, especially in 2022. These girls are making their own money. They're going to school. They're becoming educated. A lot of women are out-earning men. A lot of guys are economically unattractive to a lot of women. So what are you going to do? Are you going to cry about the current sexual marketplace? Are you going to adapt, change, become the best version of yourself, then attract a woman, and then when she does come into your orbit, she understands, okay, there's rules here. I got to acquiesce or he's going to kick me out. And that's the best place you want to be.
Because I can see what happened here just from the long term is that you went through an experience of dating different women. You saw what you didn't want. You met Deven, right? And she was aiding you in your business, 2, helping you become a better man, and 3, just saying, you know what, damn, she's showing me things that I have not seen per se, and saying, you know what, I'm willing to give these up just for you.
Yeah.
And that alone says, you know what, I
Huge.
had the experiences, but having one woman that can actually aid me in my business and my life is fulfilling.
It is. It's much more fulfilling to be in a relationship. And the last thing I'll say, and just to kind of go back, most men can't do what's necessary to have a good relationship in this environment. You just have to understand that. What Myron said is 100% correct, guys. You cannot demand excellence if you don't have your shit together.
You're a bum.
Listen, we're not saying you got to be a top 1% guy, but if you really want to have your options with women, you need to be at least in the top 25%. If you're in the top 25% in terms of your fitness level, your finances, being financially shrewd, you don't have to make $1 zillion, but you have to be good with money and understanding how to handle women from a position of strength and abundance. That's when your options will substantially increase. At that point, then you know what to do when you get an opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, guys. I mean, and this is not just going to be us a bashing woman podcast.
No.
This is about, like, you guys got to understand, in short, the sexual marketplace is fucked up. Women don't really know how to be women anymore. So you have to be even more of a man to teach her how to become a woman. Because she's naturally going to become a woman if you have that strong masculine presence. But unfortunately, guys, being average is not good enough anymore.
No,
I hate to say it. Being 5'8", making $40K per year is not good enough to 90% of women, guys. And you guys have seen it on the show. We bring girls on the show. What do you rate yourself 10 out of 10? 11? Okay. Well, how much do you want your guy to make a year? 100K per year? And these are women that come from all parts of the United States, guys.
Yeah.
You guys think, no, that's just Miami chicks. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of people that live here in Miami are not from Miami. They're from other parts of the United States.
New York, Texas,
etc.
or Arizona.
So guys, hey, it's 2022. Women want a perfect man. Fantastic. You want a perfect man? I'm here. But guess what? You are going to have to be a damn near perfect woman for me to take you seriously.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just want you guys to put the same goddamn standards on these women that they put on us. You guys have to be almost as cutthroat as them when it comes to picking your mate. Because trust me, if they're cutthroat with you, they'll get rid of you at any time. This is why women overwhelmingly break up and initiate divorces, because most guys don't get their shit together. They don't know how to be men. They're more scared about losing her than putting her in her place to make sure that the relationship goes forward. Hey man, there's gonna be uncomfortable times, but what did I tell y'all? You gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable.
That's right.
And making her cry sometimes is required.
That's right. What were you gonna say something?
Most women aren't going to be perfect out of the box. I think that's
Oh,
something
no.
that's hard for a lot of men to understand is, oh, she's got this red flag. Oh, she's out.
She fucks up once, she's fucking good.
She spoke to the waiter. She's out. Like, no woman is going to know a man's expectations unless he puts them out on the table and makes them very plain. And the more clear that you are, the more seriously she's going to take it. And it's always got to be proactive. It can never be retroactive. I think that's really important that guys understand that it's like how to build a quality woman, not find one.
Right.
You know, like
right.
there's no finding them because women are so ruined by men who let them get away with it, with anything, all these bad behaviors that they've never had to change.
That's right.
And
Why did you decide to adhere to my standards?
because I knew what I had been doing wasn't working. Like, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, why did you
Obviously,
decide? Why did you decide to? I'm going to go through this maniac's training.
Well, I
program?
didn't at the time. I didn't know it was training.
Oh, you didn't know it was a maniac.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Well, I knew you're a maniac. One of the things I really like about you.
Oh, see that? What made you trust me? Because I made you do a lot of things that you had never, ever done before. What made you say, all right, I'm just going to... Because when I told you to do stuff, you would do them without even thinking about it. Why did you trust what I was
thinking
telling
about it. I just didn't tell you. I
Oh,
was
well,
like, God,
there's
I
some
really
girl
wanna
game
do
there for you.
this. Yeah.
Could have fooled me. So why did you do it? Like, and I'm not trying... I don't need you to blow smoke up my ass, but why did you decide to do them for me?
For the women that are out there that are watching that might learn, because we're getting a lot of women that are watching, and ladies, listen to what Deven is telling y'all. This is how you attract, and most importantly, keep a man. Most girls think, I got a lot of guys in my DMs. I attract a lot of guys, but can you keep them?
There you go.
And then just after this point as well. So a lot of women want these standards, right? However, Dev was willing to change her ways for the man she wanted. Women here nowadays, they don't want to change nothing.
Yeah.
Take me as I am.
Yeah.
Take me into nothing.
Which is the biggest cap
Yeah.
ever. So,
You gotta
guys, listen to what
change.
she's got to say. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that's totally.
How are
totally
you
fine.
different now than when before you met me?
Oh wow, I'm definitely a lot more thoughtful. I think before I speak, before I act, and I understand that I'm not just representing myself. I'm representing him as well, and I think that's really important. If you really want to bring out your best side, you know, like there's a reason why there's a code of conduct when you're at work. Right, because you're representing a company. But in life, you should have a code of conduct not only for yourself, but for the man that you're representing or your family or things of that nature. And that's something that really gets lost in American culture. I feel like they don't.
Merch.
I was going to try. I was trying so hard
Sorry,
to
Deven,
not
you
say
fell
that. Oh man.
Shirts and stores, guys. I feel like shirts and stores. FreshandPodcastStore.com, and like the video. All right, and make sure to subscribe to Donovan Sharpe's YouTube channel, guys. Link is below. Please subscribe. Put the link in the chat as well,
And
guys.
we're
Subscribe to
both
the
on
channel.
our podcast now. We have
Yes.
these conversations on our podcast. So if you guys want more of this game, subscribe to your boy.
Subscribe.
There you go.
Yeah, the selfishness culture is a real thing. For me, the definition of love is when someone else's happiness and well-being, it comes before your own. Really, in order for you to be truly happy, the person you love has to be taken care of and doing well and happy as well. Otherwise, you're miserable, right? So I think that's like the female superpower is to be able to have that intuition,
Femininity.
have that intuition, have that caring, and to know like, okay, I can anticipate his needs. I know what he's going to need before he needs it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you actually go above and beyond for a guy like that, and just subtly, you know, not like look what I did. No one wants that. But if you're just like, oh honey, oh you have a headache. Oh, we're in the airport. Here's Advil. You know, like here's this. Oh okay.
true.
You know, when we pack, like anything I know what he's gonna forget. I always pack it anyway. You know. So what's the worst that can happen is I have two. You
Right.
know, it's not a big deal. But these little things that women can do are so impactful for men and can really just set women apart. And it's not just, okay, well, he has these rules and I need to follow them. Girl, you know what to do and what not to do. Do you care enough to actually pay attention to whether he wants that from you or not? And are you going to do it without him asking, or are you going to make him not force you, but say, okay, that's not okay. Then you need to be corrected like a child.
You know what's funny? Mirolo had this conversation in the car, and he spoke about how to know what is genuine burning desire. And one part of it is consideration.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
If the woman cares about you, she's going to consider, okay, what does Donovan want? Does he want I don't know, Advil in his suitcase? Does he want, and underwear? What's he gonna need that I know he wants? And just having that thought
That
process
makes a big difference, man.
Big difference.
It
Hey
does.
man, I was doing laundry the other day and he needed a pair of underwear. They weren't dry yet, so I used the blow dryer. Blow dried his underwear while he's in the
Blow
shower.
dried my underwear. That was cool.
Yeah.
I think this is great, man. Having the possibility of this being built, because think about it, right? Most guys just want to smash girls and that's it. But having that option to say, you know what, I can become a man. I find out one girl I can settle down with is important.
And
That's
I
very
think
important.
it's very important, guys, that you got to because it's a 2-part process, right? So the woman's got to come in and understand that you have some value, right? And then from there, she's going to make herself an asset. When a woman comes in and she doesn't like you like that, she's a liability. You know what I'm saying? And she will stay a liability because she doesn't respect you or care to keep you around. So she'll stay a liability. So you got to turn your woman into an asset, which effectively has happened here. And then she ends up loving you even more. And I'll say this too. I know I'm going to probably get hit with the but I will say this. I genuinely, truly believe that a woman is happiest when she's serving a man that she loves, admires, and respects. That's where women get their fulfillment from.
That's right.
It's from the pleasure from a man that they love, admire, and respect, and children with that man and having a family, because women are social creatures. They don't derive the same pleasure from success, earning money, being a 6-figure earner, corporate, etc. They derive it from having a man by their side, because women are social creatures. Women tend to be more interested in people. Men tend to be more interested in things. And,
right.
and Deven, you were a high earner before, right? You were
yes.
making 6 figures. You were very successful.
Yep.
Were you happier in corporate America, or are you happier now?
Oh God, no.
For the younger women out there that
Being
think chasing
able-
a career is the way to go, what would be your advice for them?
I mean, do something that you could make a living at if you need to contribute for your family. You know, like have at least a basic skill set so that you can survive in this world. If anything happens to your man, you can help out, but don't make it your priority. There's like working for somebody else is so not rewarding.
True.
Just basically spending 8-10 hours a day trying to make somebody else money, when really I could spend 24 hours a day helping us grow and sustain ourselves. So for women to want to work outside of the home, fine. That has its time and its place in every person's life. But there comes a time when you need to understand that your skills are better served being recycled into your own family home. I'm going to put forth my time and energy to make my life better, my loved ones' lives better, and then that's going to continue to grow from there. If you don't put any time and energy into anything, nothing ever happens with it. You know, it rots away. So you get what you give.
Let me ask you this. I'm very, very demanding, obviously. Is it worth it? What is your life like as a result of being good to me?
Oh, my life is really, really good. I would say.
What? You're not miserable?
No,
or
I know,
oppressed?
because I love what I do. So I actually love working on the stuff that I have, and then. So coming onto the podcast and stuff like that is new. I've always preferred to be in the background.
Yeah.
Like I'm behind
Helping
the
out.
scenes. Yes, I like to make things happen, but not so much. You know, I'm just not really I'm more of an outward personality when I'm around people that I know. But you put me in a crowd, thanks. You know, I was super nervous to come here this week. So, but working for Donovan, I know our expectations are there. We'll have like a meeting like once a week. Okay, this is what we want to accomplish. This is going to be our content calendar. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it this time. Okay, I mean, I wake up. I have a set schedule, and then I work out at a certain time every day.
11?
Yep. Come back. Make sure he's got some food. Then go back to work, do this, get ready for this, and it's a smooth running machine. And there have come times where we've been so busy that some things go by the wayside.
Sure.
Like, housekeeping, things like that. Like, okay, the dishwasher's been clean for 2 days. What's going on? Simple stuff. But so I will come to him and say, or he'll notice something and I'll be like, okay, well, ever since I started going on the show with you 4 or 5 days a week, that takes up X amount of time.
So what she's talking about is I was like, yo, like the house is fucked up. The laundry's not done. What the fuck? Guess what? Dev says, well, I'm a lot busier now. I'm on the show with you 2-3 hours a day. And at that point, I'd say, well, no. I had to be a man and say, okay, she's right. You know what I mean? Being a leader is not all about being right all the time. It's about leaders want to get it right. They don't want to be right.
I like that.
I said that, I got on her. I pulled up the gray chair right? When I come downstairs, I say, all right,
Usually,
Dev.
it was the stool. Then he broke that.
Well, I broke all the stools,
Yeah.
but now there's a gray chair. I'm like, Dev, mute the TV, and I'll pull up the gray chair, and that's when Dev knows we're about to have a talk. And so I was like, go to the house, da 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 da, and she kept her cool and said, all right, well, you know, my day is not the same, and so I had to take a step back and say, you know what? Actually, she's kind of right. So we rearranged some things. That's where now that was not a negotiation. That was what was happening. She didn't say, well, if you want me on the show, then I need this from you. No, it was none of that. She said, okay, well, look, like I'm on the show now, and so my day is a little bit different. So I decided to retool some things, and that's how we got through that little. That wasn't even a big deal because it took me that quick to realize it. But we worked it out. I'm the leader, she's the follower, but that doesn't mean that I can't seek her counsel.
And by him leading with logic, I respond in kind. So even though he might be very like over the top with
crazy,
the way, yeah, yeah, I know it's not coming from an emotional place. I know that he feels strongly, and that. And so he's not trying to make me feel
I don't
any
sugarcoat
certain way.
shit.
He's not
You're
trying to
direct.
make me feel a certain way.
And
This
honest.
is just how he is. And I'm like, okay, let me think about this problem. Not like, oh my God, he's upset with me. You know, like there's no emotional response. He says, okay, there's a problem. I say, okay, I understand the problem. This is for possible reasons why this problem is happening. What can we do to fix it? He makes a decision on how to fix it. We go forward. If it's resolved, it's resolved. If we have to revisit it, we revisit it. But it's not for me to be emotional about how he decides to run the household. It needs to be done no matter what. Do I have to feel good about the way, oh, honey, you look so pretty today, and I really would appreciate it if you did the dishes. Exactly. Like, no, that doesn't do anything. That makes her feel good for a minute, might motivate her for a second, but laying out like expectations and understanding the landscape will change over time, it's still a goal to say, okay, at the end of the day, I want him to be happy. I'm happier when he's happy. So what do we got to do to get there?
Do you what I really wanted to ask in terms of, is it worth doing what you do for the life that you live? So I want you to tell the women out here, Donovan's demanding, so what are you getting in return for all of this slavery and service that you're doing?
All three of the women
From this angry misogynist.
In the
Yeah,
chat.
all three women that are in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey guys, do me a quick favor. There's 4,000 y'all in here. Go ahead and like the goddamn video because we're only at 2.9K likes on YouTube and there's 3.7K.
Oh, you're
you
keeping
guys.
track. Oh man, he's on track.
3.7K watching on YouTube alone.
Where
man.
y'all at?
We only got three. We don't
is
even have
fire.
3K likes, guys.
Where
You
y'all
guys
at?
getting a lot of value here, man. Like the video. We're teaching you guys how to build up your woman to become the best version of herself. So sorry, go ahead with the question.
So what do you get in return?
What do I get in return? I get to relax. I don't have to worry about what's due, when it's due, if it's gonna be I don't worry about the things that I typically
Money.
Yeah. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
well said.
I'm trying to say, okay, well, the foundations of everything, money.
Donovan takes
it's
care of
just-
But
everything
yeah, I
financially.
mean, and knowing that the household is taken care of, structurally, I can take care of the ancillary things, the things that make life a little bit better. I mean, anybody can, do laundry, but is she gonna iron your shirts before she hangs them up? That kind of thing.
Or blow dry your drawers.
Blow dry them.
So it's worth it. So you live a good life.
Yes, I live a great life. We have a great animal family at our house.
and Donovan takes very good care of you. Tom Ford shoes. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, stuff is stuff. Stuff
Yeah.
can be replaced, but my experience with Donovan is never.
But he
it's
treats
once
you
in a
very well.
lifetime.
It's not like
Yes.
he's a cheapskate. He buys you whatever you want. He takes you
No,
shopping.
he
All that
does.
stuff.
Rewards good behavior.
Bam.
There you go.
Hey.
Exactly.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
And that's where this is where the disconnect comes with women. Well, remember the girl that said clean his spot,
Oh
clean
my
his
God,
place.
clean
Oh
his
my
spot.
God. And then the two bitches here you were like, hey, look, if you've been seeing him for a week, you're going to clean his place. They're like, yes, I'm going to clean Poppy's place.
remember that.
These are girls who understand and respect a man's inherent value. Women who make a big tiff about picking up somebody's socks if they've only been dating them for a week, that's not a woman who's ready for a relationship. And not only that, she doesn't respect a man's value. I remember the skinny chick who said she didn't like knock-kneed men. I'll never forget this. She sat right here. I have an insane memory. She sat right here and said, okay, let's say the guy takes you out and takes you shopping or whatever. And I'm like, or whatever. Like, dude, the blood, the sweat, and the tears that to create the resource and then spend it on you for you to just sit there and just dismissively talk about it like money grows on fucking trees.
Money's
No.
energy, man.
Listen, you need to be with a woman who understands the value of $1 and what it takes to get that dollar. Anytime you have women who come right out of the gate talking about what they won't do for a man, they don't understand what they can get from a man of value. Women who talk like clean as spot have never been with a man with any value because clearly they know that's a small price to pay for living the kind of life she lives.
Yeah, most women don't even know how to be good guests, nonetheless good girlfriends.
Well
You
said.
see him on the podcast. They're
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
You know what I'm saying? With 10,000 people watching, acting a fucking fool.
You
Some
know
of these
it.
girls, bro. So, yeah. Okay, so I'll read some of these chats real quick, guys. And guys, thank you so much for the donations. We got Roll in the house. We're going to get going with him soon as well. Mr. Got Plenty. On Donovan's channel, I heard Deven list all the things she brings to the table. To this day, it is the only time I heard a woman say trouble things a man would want. Okay? I don't know what that means, but okay.
He probably misspoke there.
Wendy Jesus, $20. Shout out to all you high value men, especially Myron and Donovan, for being a mentor to my man. He's put me through the gauntlet every single day for 2 years now. Thank you for this live. It's a real birthday treat.
Oh, happy birthday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out, that's one of the 4 women that are watching us right now. Boomer85, welcome back, guys. By any chance, did you guys see the clip of Cam Newton pulling a Myron on Brittany Renner? No, I did not.
Yeah. So
Wow,
basically,
Cam Newton.
they're sitting at I think like a lounge bar, and he's telling Brittany Renner basically that I would never smash you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to her face, like, yeah, I would never. Smash
So I actually told that to Brittany Renner?
because he said he didn't want to be in one of her books. Remember,
Yeah.
she writes about.
There you go. There you go.
Have sex with in her book, so he's like, nah.
Yep.
Classic.
Not trying to be in your book, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yep.
JC Torres, Myron for President Fresh as a fuck. Welcome back. I must love y'all because I haven't been sad in a long time. Mr. Donovan Sharpe, shout out to you, sir. Yes,
you.
guys, subscribe to his YouTube channel, please. Straight Fight 88. Donovan, tell the chat about pulling up the chair for correction. Okay, yeah.
That's the gray chair that we talked about.
Vintage caveat, keep it real. YouTube was dry without everyone's favorite bad guys, FNF Facts.
There you go, man.
Ease is chill. Peace and prosperity to all you guys. Thank you for continuing to teach men on how to be men. We got y'all. Soldier for Christ, we are at war. Hey, y'all, this is one of the best podcasts y'all have done so far. I rarely comment or chat because I'm a truck driver. I watch your shows nearly every day, sometimes all day. I've been watching since before the I think it means Hotep.
Hotep.
Shout out to our boy Hotep. Isaac Landis. Hey, guys, the grind never stops. I'm grateful you guys are back on YouTube. And shout out to our guest, hashtag sharpshooter. Soldier for Christ again. I thought it was strange that within a week of the great podcast in which you discussed the risk of false allegations for men, within a week you were hit with the same thing. Almost none in the manosphere saw this. That is so true. And everyone went and believed that dumbass chick. And I had the receipts that showed that it was cap. But whatever. And so guys are, we're RP at where? Nope. What really, and that just goes to show you guys how much people really hate us, where they're just trying to bring us down, where they're willing
incredible.
to abandon their integrity to try to bring us down, bro. And the crazy part is we don't even talk about these guys, man. It's insane, guys, how much people genuinely just hate us to hate us, man.
It's ridiculous.
JC Torres, $10. What really gets me is how there is at least one woman per show every night that agrees, and these guys still don't get it. SMH, my girl said, me on your friends. Sometimes I miss her. Okay? Me or your friends. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see you, baby. City Boys, we up. I see what you did there.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And then Tylon 25. Back like we never left. FNF Gang, don't bend or break. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Fuck the haters.
Yes, sir.
And then Soldier for Christ again. Thank you so much, man. Also, I've known y'all weren't racist since the Hotep Jesus podcast, and it's why I stopped being a ninja watcher. LOL, but through this and Rolo, I now see that the blue pill has completely corrupted biblical interpretation. Yeah, we're going to talk about that with Rolo here in a second.
Real quick,
Yeah,
and I know you guys are only doing 10 it up. Jay Woodyard Jr. says, I need me a Deven to make my life better. She won me. Gentlemen, Deven was not the way she was when I met her.
Yeah.
She was creative.
I made her this way.
Yeah.
And women are not coming ready-made like this. I literally built Deven brick by brick into the person that she is right now. Real talk.
It's been a lot of hard work.
And if she's like that, she's already taken the guys.
Kate, $15. Just turned 18 a month ago and have and been taking your guys' advice. Now spinning 4 plates and laying pipe like a plumber 8 to 13 times a week. City Boys, we up. All right, good job, my friend.
Wrap up.
Just wrap up. AAL. That was the episode when Fresh said, this is why black men date outside of their race. Okay. And then $10. FF chat. Fresh, who's a fire barber in Miami?
So I got
Your
you,
boy.
brother. You can DM Topo_Miami, TOPO_Miami. That's my barber. He's pretty dope. Shout out to him.
He's good. He's cut me before too,
Dominican.
guys. Check him out. Blank space, $10 respectfully. Can you update the sound effects as more often, like inside joke sound bits? Of course. Keep the go-to ones though. Can we get the shirts without the back writing or even a low profile shirt? Don't worry, we the back writing is gone. And then I do have some sound effects I'm going to add to the board. Justin Stein, $10. Y'all, the content is fire. Please unban me on Twitch upon the level just in case. Also go to Rumble. They won't censor you ever. And then $3, Jay Woodward Jr. Thank you so much. And then at the time he said on my air show, yes, I would marry Brittany for real. Okay. And guys, do me a favor. Like the video, man. I think we're only at 3.1K likes. We got almost 4,000 y'all in here. So, Devin, question for you. So what would you recommend for women out there that are trying to lock down a guy? What do they need to do and or change that I guess is typical of a lot of modern day women?
This reminds me of one of the first things that Donovan ever told me. If you like a guy, tell him, show him, and don't be like, okay, I'm gonna dangle about 8 different fishing hooks off the back of the boat, see which is the biggest fish I catch. If you're going to do something, and I said this on another show, date with intention, not for attention. So that when you finally do meet the guy that you're willing to double down on, that he's not going to be like, oh wait, she can't be serious. She's got 6 other guys on her phone texting her right now, and things like that. You have to make yourself available to men, and by doing that, you say, okay, I'm prioritizing you. I am going to make sure that I'm investing my time, my attention, etc., into you to try to make it worth your time, your attention, etc. back. And if you can't do that, if you're courting 4 or 5 other guys at the same time, so honestly, women need to say, okay, if I'm going to start dating, I'm going to date seriously. Like if I'm going on a relationship, you get attention anywhere. Attention is cheap. Attention is free. And if that's all you want, then fine. Don't date. If you're looking for a relationship, and don't be afraid to go after the kind of man that you really feel that you care about, that you like, and make sure that it's not the surface level things that you make him a quote unquote high value man. Make sure it's the things that are important to you. It's like, for me, is he driven? Is he like gregarious? Does he have a big personality? Does he, can he lead a room of men? That type of thing. That is what attracted me. So, and a lot of that also has to come from, some of the examples that I had of masculinity when I was growing up. Like my father is very center of attention type person as well. And my parents are still married 40 years now, so it's
fantastic.
It's and so you really need to focus on what you want and treat it as a priority. Treat his attention as a priority, and be willing to make yourself vulnerable. A lot of women are afraid of looking weak. Oh, if he thinks I like him, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's completely stupid. Yeah. And women are going into a dating market trying to be men.
Yes.
Instead of being women. And when really all men want is just a woman who cares about him, will take care of him, will add value to his life, will give him peace when he comes home from the working
and
day.
head.
Exactly. Yes, that always helps.
So I have another question for you, Devin.
Sure.
And I was just thinking about this while you're telling your story. What are your thoughts on being a woman, being with a man, etc., and your girlfriend's coming in, maybe putting some things in your ear? Do single women keep their friends perpetually single?
Yes.
And can you talk about kind of overcoming that boundary of friends trying to, maybe insult you or talk smack, like, oh, are you a slave or whatever? Because I notice a lot of women sabotage each other's relationships and keep each other perpetually single. And on top of that, the mainstream media in general. So what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, okay. So I've lost more friends in the past 5 years than I've gained.
Kim.
Prioritizing your relationship means that you're putting your relationship with him above your relationships with your friends. Friends come and go. Some of them, lifetime friends. We're talking about women. They come and go. Okay? Very, very few female friends that I have been friends for life. Guys can be friends for life. Women, not so much. You got kind of
That's so true, man.
You kind of got to be in the same point in your life so that you're getting along. See, like the best friends of women will have kids that are the same age. Have been married around the same time, or and then if you get divorced or if you split up, or if one of them is single, all of a sudden they're not such good friends anymore. So you need to surround yourself with people who are at a stage in life that you want to be in as well. And if you are serious about, okay, I'm going to date with intention. I'm going to, I've set a goal. I want to meet a high value man. I want to get engaged within the next 2 years. You got to put all that other stuff by the wayside and say, okay, that part of my life is over now. Yeah. It's time to transition into becoming a quality woman for a quality man. And once you do that, you can't have your both feet like in 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
I think a lot of women struggle with that.
It is very difficult to do because, women want to be accepted. They want to be quote unquote happy. They get the happiness through validation, through attention. Yeah. So they have to balance, okay, well, guys give me all of this attention because of my Instagram and that makes me feel good. I'm getting attention. Yes, feels good. But they don't want to say that there's a backside, a flip side to it. They don't want to say, okay, now I got all this attention from these 4,000 or 4 million guys who like my pictures on Instagram. The one guy that I want won't take me seriously because I've got 4 million. So what's more important to me? The attention of one man or the attention of 1,000 men? And
unfortunately, a lot of women go.
They think
with the volume.
Well, it's just like when we were here the other night. The girls asked me, what's my Instagram? And I said, I don't have one. And then they just walked away like I didn't exist. Yeah. They didn't ask my name. Yeah. Didn't ask you nothing. Nope. It's just, if I'm not on Instagram, I don't exist. And for men, like they find a girl who's not on Instagram. Oh, wait, she doesn't have a for sale sign in her front yard. Maybe she's a private listing. You never know. Might be worth, getting in front of the line to check out.
It's a good analogy.
We've brought on a lot of guys, higher earners, successful guys, whatever it may be, maybe celebrities, whatever. And we've asked them, what do you want in a girl? It's amazing. A lot of them say, I want a low-profile girl that when I bring her to a party, nobody knows who she is. And I think a lot of people value that. Where it's like, with women, right? Women value guys that have status and clout. Men are the other way around. Yes. We don't want a woman with status and clout because... And a lot of women are going to say, oh, no, that's because you're insecure. No, it's because we don't want everyone jumping on our girl. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying. And because I think a big part of girls staying single is their friends. Keeping them perpetually single. So your advice is be friends with girls that are kind of in the same life trajectory that you are. Mm-hmm. Would you advise girls that are, let's say they're single now, but they want to find a man? Should they continue to hang out with their single friends? Should they maybe start looking into different friend groups of women that are married, women that are in committed relationships? What's your thoughts on that?
Honestly, yeah. Well, I mean, your friends are single for a reason, and staying in that environment. I used to have the saying that nothing changes if nothing changes, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
You can't expect you can't expect a different outcome doing the same thing over and over again. So, odds are you're not going to find the man of your dreams in a bar or club or things like that unless you want an alcoholic or something like that. Then fine. If that's your jam, you do you. But if you surround yourself, say you have a coworker who's married and she invites you to a barbecue, go to that barbecue, dress feminine. You might meet a man there who's also a friend of theirs. Look, most people meet people through other people, and at least in a lot of modern relationships.
Social circle game is how most men meet women, to be honest. Yeah.
Exactly. Dating apps, things like that, I don't really know much about. Luckily, it's not been a part of my past, so I just, but I mean, you got to meet people somehow, but I don't know. Like, it's still the same way. If you're gonna be intentional, just don't be like, okay, I'm gonna go out there and just let any guy get me. Like, you got to make yourself.
I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention because I don't think women understand how detrimental it is to hang out with other single women if you're looking for a relationship. Because what I've come to realize is women give each other horrible advice when it comes to dealing with men. It's amazing to me how it's popularized on TikTok, on social media, and popular culture, where women literally teach you how to be, how do I say this, repulsive to a man from a relationship standpoint. Yep. You'll be attractive from a sexual standpoint, but you will not be attractive from a relationship standpoint. And I don't think women understand the difference that and you talk about this all the time, Donovan. I agree with you 100%. There's relationship market value.
That's right.
And then there's sexual market value. And they are not the same.
No.
You know, and honestly, it seems to be kind of weird where the higher her sexual market value, it tends to be the lower her relationship market value, unfortunately, in today's day and age. And I think women need to understand that they need to increase their ability to become higher of relationship market value in being someone that a man is not embarrassed to be around in public, that doesn't have a past, etc., that's going to get you the guy to keep him. And unfortunately, ladies, hanging out with your single friends and City Girls Weekend and, hot girl summer, that is not going to find you a man. There's a reason why it's called Hot Girl Summer and not Hot Girl Year. Because deep down,
girl fall.
Girls want a man that they can have long term. And hanging out with your single friends is going to be detrimental.
To bring this point home, I got a quick story. So I went with a friend, a fellow YouTuber, I won't say who it is, and we went to this bar, right? So it was my chick, his chick, and me and him. So me and him go to the bathroom, right? Because he had to use the bathroom. And we leave the girls by the bar. So we come back, right? And his girl's like she's single, right? They're just playing around, whatever, single, right? But he wants her, she wants him. So we come back, we see them talking to two guys. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Let's just sit here and watch what happens. So we're sitting there, right? Watching this interaction happen, and we see his girl pull her phone and give the guy her Instagram to put in, right?
What?
So I'm waiting to see what is my chick gonna do, right? So my chick is there, and I just waited to see what happens. She didn't do it, luckily, but the fact that she was in the environment for it to happen,
there you go.
I was just like, bro, like this is a dub.
It's incredible.
So just having that single friend that's there can influence you to do certain things, and even if not, if you're in that scenario, the door's wide open for it to happen. So it could be bad, man.
Yeah, and I don't think people understand if you guys saw a woman's phone or you looked at her Instagram or you were around
through her
a lot of
text
women,
messages.
you know what I'm saying? You guys would understand why we're telling you to implement the strategies that we're telling you to implement because, bro, I'm not kidding around. You guys might say, Fresh and Fit are extreme, Donovan is extreme, this is wild, you guys are misogynist, you guys are toxic, you guys are insecure, all this other bullshit. No, man, we're not insecure. We're very secure in who we are and what we're not going to put up with. And the thing is this, female fuckery cannot be put up with because it's always inevitable that it's going to lead to your stress, guys.
That's
you do not want a woman that's going to, it's already hard enough to make money, to become successful, to get out there and go to the gym, become a fucking somebody. You don't want to sit there and have to deal with a woman that's going to be on the fuckery, bro. She needs to understand that she's got to come into your life to make it easier, not make it harder. But so many of you guys are so willing to get boxed from anyone that you want to let a woman come in and cause you stress because you want to be tolerant or progressive or not be insecure, small dick energy, misogynistic. No, bro. You're not being misogynistic. You're being realistic about female nature and understanding that letting women put themselves in precarious situations, especially if she's going to be your girl. Remember, this is a chick you smashing, who gives a fuck?
Right.
But if it's your girl, that's your girl, that you're around with, that you take seriously, that you're investing time and resources into, you're damn right you're going to have some goddamn standards and boundaries. And if she's not fit, cool. She's recreational use only.
That's right.
No harm, no foul. But if she's going to be your main girl, I need you guys to put some goddamn respect on your name like your baby and make these chicks fucking earn that shit, man.
And by the way, just to finish the story, she took Uber home. We just did.
Dr. Marco. Yes. Good.
Okay. Did you have something, Donovan?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I guess to put a bow on all of this, just to let everyone know, I want to be very clear. You cannot tell a woman what she can or can't do. You cannot control women. Women do not want controlling men. They want men who are in control of their environment. Yes. You can't tell a woman, if you do this, then we're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. No. This begins and ends with never, ever, ever angling for a relationship first. The reason why you never angle for a relationship first is because your leverage goes right out the door. Oh my God, you're talking about leverage. We're talking about relationships.
Can you say that one more time to these guys? Because I don't think they caught that. Hold on. About why. One more time, tell the people that.
I'll actually give you an analogy. Never angle for a relationship with a woman first. The reason you don't do this is because you forfeit your right to make and enforce boundaries, expectations, and standards. Think of it this way. Let's say you buy a car from someone for $5,000, right? You've got the title, you paid for it and everything. Then a week later, they tell you, hey, I need another $1,000. It's going to be like, well, wait a minute. Why am I going to pay you an extra $1,000? We agreed on the $5,000 price, and now you're asking me for another $1,000. Would you pay that $1,000? Of course you wouldn't, because you already did what was necessary to possess the thing that you wanted. If you tell a girl, I want to be in a relationship with you, at that point, in her mind, she's like, I have done everything that is required to earn his commitment. And so when you tell her, I don't like that you're on social media, that's why she laughs at you, and she fucking should, because you didn't make that clear to her from the start. And again, don't tell her don't tell her you should not supposed to be on social media. No, when she angles for a relationship, well, I mean, listen, if you want to be with me, just understand I don't date women who are on social media. Are you telling me I can't be on social media? You can do whatever you want. I'm telling you, I don't date women who are on social media. Okay, what about going to the club? Don't date those kinds of women either. Well, goddamn, what kind of women do you date? It's funny you should ask. This is when you lay out the boundaries and expectations. And at that point, she can either decide to buy or go to another car dealership. But you do not have to worry about her feeling like a customer who's being called a week later trying to get more money for something that she already paid for. And a lot of guys will say, well, what if she never asks me to be in a relationship? Then she doesn't like you as much as you think she does, which means you should move on. Never ever ask a girl to be your woman first. This is where guys go horribly wrong. I had one guy ask me, I've been with my girl for 3 years. How do I lay down boundaries and expectations? Fam, you missed your opportunity.
It's over.
It's over and done with.
And I think that's probably the most important takeaway from the podcast, guys.
Yes.
Is the woman has to come to you.
That's right.
Looking for the relationship. Okay, men are the gatekeepers to relationships. Women are the gatekeepers to sex. You cannot give your relationship away to a woman for nothing. Okay, she's not going to respect you. She's not going to admire you. She has to fight for it, because let's be honest here. I don't give a fuck what any of these girls tell you guys. I'm not looking for anything right now. I'm strong. I'm single. I'm independent. It's fucking cap. Women are biologically designed to need a man, want a man. It is a yearning that they have that's literally hardwired into their system. The only reason you guys might not see it up front is because we live in a cloud world where women have constant attention and validation from the opposite gender, so they think they can consistently push the clock back, because we have a bunch of bullshit propaganda out there that tells women that there is no biological clock. They can ride the CC as long as they want, and men are going to continuously be there for them. But guess what? You did a fantastic breakdown on that model. I forget her name, the blondie.
Oh God,
that's
which
old
one?
now. That can't get the same attention. She's out here still going on Instagram.
She's a Swedish or Lithuanian,
model.
Something like that. Yeah.
But see, that is a perfect example of a woman that thought, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to stay beautiful forever.
Yep.
Women don't and I agree with you 1,000% on this, Donovan. I gave you credit for it the other time. Women stop maturing as soon as they figure out that men want to start to have sex with them.
Yep.
And they start maturing again once they realize they have to fight to get that same attention from men that they used to get for free. And you guys don't believe me? How many times have you guys seen on this podcast the women that come in that typically agree with us and or understand where we're coming from with the RP mindset, etc.? And just basically all it is. They're older.
They're all older.
They're either in their late 20s or
30s.
they're involved in the sex industry, so they see the real side of men and how intersexual dynamics really works. But the girls that always argue with me, 9 out of 10 times, what are they? Bimbos that are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that are in the peak of their beauty, and no one can tell them shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
to me, this comes down to the economics of the situation. And the 4,012 people who are watching, congratulations. I want to let you guys know, congratulations. You guys are the select minority. Here's what I mean by this. I love Deven to death, okay? But there are a lot more of her than there are of me, okay? This is quite simply the law of supply and demand. This is why Deven had to qualify to me for me to take her seriously, because she knows, okay, well, there are a lot more of me than there are him. Let's reverse it. Let's just say that the United States was full of 19 and 20-year-old virgins who still lived with their parents and ready-made for marriage. If there were, I don't know, maybe 10% of those at that point, now she has the leverage. Yeah. The 19-year-old virgin who still lives with her parents, now I got to qualify to her because there are a lot less of her than there are me, right? That is very rare. Now, we know that that's not the case. As of right now, and I don't think it's changing anytime soon, we as men, we have the leverage, guys. And the reason why women think this backwards thought is because of Instagram.
Yes.
They think, dude, they think they have endless options. All of these girls want the same 10 to 15% of guys. And when they don't get chosen, they're like, what is wrong with no, there's nothing wrong with these men. These girls do not know that they are on the short end of the stick of the law of supply and demand. This is why I tell you, you should never have to angle for a relationship first, because there are more of her than there are of you. That's the economic reason.
Also, just after that point as well, I think the biggest point here as well to bring home is that, like, you have to have the power to walk away. Because having that abundance mindset, I know that there's many girls out there.
There you go. That's it.
If she's not going to meet your standards, guess what? You can walk away.
Somebody else will.
Somebody else will.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yeah. We talk about the abundance mindset all the time, and so many guys don't have it because they buy into Instagram. Oh my God, she's got 4,000 likes on this Instagram page. Dude, none of those 4,000 likes on those Instagram are in here watching us right now. Guys need to understand that all of that attention and validation they're getting, that's your competition. Yeah. Dude, these men have no chance with her, but these women are treating those 4,000 likes like 4,000 high value men liking their Instagram page when they know good and goddamn well they would never give any of those guys the kind of day. So when they say, well, you need to qualify to me, call her on her bullshit. Stupid. There are more of you than there are of me. So you need to qualify to me.
Exactly, man. And I that's why I tell you guys all the time, I need you guys to understand that you are the prize, not the women.
Yep.
Of course, you must get yourself to that point and become the prize. But once you get to that point, guys, now you can actually have the ability. Competence leads to accomplishments, which leads to confidence. Once you have that confidence, you have that foundation where no one can tell you shit, especially some dumb 21-year-old bimbo. Because here's the reality. Women don't have to earn their confidence.
Nope.
You do, though, however, as a man. A woman exists and gets that confidence from a bunch of simps in her Instagram. Oh, my God, you're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. That's why so many modern-day women are ruined, because they have an overinflated sense of ego and self-worth, and they all think that they're special. Whereas men typically tend to have an undervalued sense of ego and self-worth, because guys don't get the same level of attention and, how do I say this, praise as women do. Yeah. So, guys,
this is why they want to cancel you, Myron. The reason why they want to cancel guys like these guys and us is because the powers that be, they know deep down in their mind, if men really figured out just how if the average man just figured out, somehow knew just how valuable they were, it would turn the economy on its head.
Yeah.
It would absolutely take the advantage away from women. Listen, even though women are winning the short-term battle, but they're losing the long-term war because they don't really understand what's happening. Guys are in that same boat because they don't realize just how valuable they are. Dude, just like you say, we live in a clown world because we are making men and women think the opposite of their value. This does not mean that women are worthless or useless, but as it stands right now, men have more inherent value in a long-term relationship sense than any woman ever will. And again, it's incumbent upon you to build her into the kind of woman that you want and need. But you guys have to understand, you're the commodity. We as men, we are the prize. You have to make yourself the prize, just like you said, but you have to understand there 4,000 people in here watching. That seems like a shitload of people. Guys, I can promise you, 99.9% of people have never heard of Fresh and Fit.
Yep.
Congratulations, you win.
Yeah, man. And I just want to say this too. Understand this, guys. Female game is contingent upon you not understanding and knowing your own value, and worse yet, not acting on that fucking value. One more time for y'all. So you guys know this shit. Call me a toxic misogynist, whatever the fuck you want to say. I get hit with the...
How dare you?
Hey, female game is 1,000% contingent upon you not understanding your value, knowing your value, and most importantly, not enacting boundaries that shows that you know your fucking value. That's what girls... That's why we get canceled. That's why we get silenced. Because like Donovan said earlier, if you guys don't know your value, you're not going to put women to a standard.
There you go.
And if women know that they can finesse you, hey, the economy goes round. Dudes are buying bags. Dudes are taking girls out to dinner, buying them a bunch of nice shit that they haven't earned, okay? We have a simp economy. You know what I'm saying? Guys like us would literally make the economy collapse because we will not be spending money on chicks that don't fucking deserve it. I'm not saying don't treat your girlfriend. I'm not saying don't treat your wife. What I am saying is that she needs to earn being your wife or your girlfriend in the fucking first place, and everything else comes with it, man. Guys, value yourself, value your attention, value your money. Don't give these chicks none of that shit for free. And so many of you guys are willing to give it away, man. You must make the girl qualify to you every single time. Oh, well, I don't know if I want to date this girl. I want to ask her out, blah, blah, blah. If you take one thing from this fucking podcast, it's this, what Donovan said. The woman must angle for the relationship because it allows you to be in a place where you can now say,
That's right.
well, here are the terms and conditions
That's it.
of said relationship, etc. If an employer went to you and said, hey, you want to work for us? You'd be a fucking piece of shit employer. But if the employer says, hey, here are the rules and boundaries, you got to go through a polygraph test, you got to submit DNA, you
Drug
got to do
test,
all this
yeah.
shit,
Right.
a background check, whatever, all of a sudden they're going to value that job a lot more.
That's right.
Okay, guys, you need to treat yourself the same way. A lot of you motherfuckers let these girls show up in sandals and flip-flops to a McDonald's fucking interview and get the job, and you guys are not taking yourself seriously.
I have the perfect analogy for this. Girls who give up the butt very quickly, that is as unattractive for a long-term relationship as a man who gives up his commitment and his adoration and his resources, okay? If a woman has sex with a guy on the first date, we talked about this the other night. In my mind, if a woman has sex on the first date, most men aren't going to take her seriously for a long-term relationship. Oh, he'll keep her around for a while and use her for all of the non-committal sex, but in the end, he knows he's not going to take her seriously because she gave up the butt too quickly. On the other side of that, if you take a woman to Komodo on the very first date, she's not going to take you seriously sexually because she's going to be like, okay, well, this guy doesn't even know me yet. He's treating me like a queen already. Women value only what they are required to work for. And if you do not make her work for your commitment, she's not going to value your commitment. And if she sees that you don't value your resources when you just spend money on her, what makes you think she will too? Exactly. Male sluts, a male version of a slut is asking a woman to marry him after 2 weeks. A female version of a slut is fucking a guy 2 hours after meeting him. It's literally the same thing.
Bang, bang,
Well
bang,
said.
guys. I'll read these chats real quick. Chris, yeah. Okay, so we got Justin Stein. We read that one. Thank you, Justin, for that. We'll unban you on Twitch. $10 from Malcolm Jackson. Had a chick curse me out because she wanted a relationship after I dug her out and got mad when I said no with my actions. Funny enough, she ain't give it up until she seen my gym progress. Okay.
Say that.
Malcolm Jackson again. To add to that story, she was 29 and didn't want me when she was younger, and I wasn't in the position I'm in now, opportunistic as fuck. Hey,
not.
it
Yeah,
tells
it is
you
what it
about
is.
that.
It happens, man.
Mark, $20. I'm Sharpe, Fresh and Fit. You guys have made such a difference in the way I move. Can't begin to tell you. Just know that you not only have value, but you are valued. Thank you for helping me become a better man. Hey, guys, do
Absolutely.
me a quick favor. Go ahead and subscribe to Donovan Sharpe's YouTube channel right now. Chris, can we pull it up after these super chats, by the way?
Yep.
LT, Haymakers, big ups to the whole team. Thank you so much. $10 from Brian Moreno. Donovan, respect, bro. Your wife should be the president of the USA and teach 304s how to be dope as ass women. P.S. I screen recorded her answer and shared it with a friend. Okay.
Oh, no.
Richard Hernandez. W. Donovan. That's from Michael Mistro, Mark Brown. Donovan, yeah. Question.
Oh,
How do
this
you
is easy.
answer a woman when she asks your intentions on her, not specifically asking about/for a relationship?
Perfect answer. So what are your intentions with me? Bitch, I don't know you yet. That's the answer. You don't know what your this is the thing. Guys will say, what are your intentions for me? She's asking you as if she's a quality woman. Whoa, pump the brakes, Speedy Gonzalez. I don't know you well enough to know exactly where this is going. In my mind, listen, I know I definitely want to smash, but I don't know you like that. So when a woman asks you, what are your intentions for me? Tell her, slow down. I don't know you well enough yet. That's it. That's all you need to say.
Yeah.
You want to know what that does to her? That lets her know that you are discriminatory. That lets her know that you're
You
not
have
just
standards.
going to, yeah, there you go. You have standards. I'm not just going to give you the commitment just because you assume that I want it. What are your intentions for me? Well, what makes you think I have intentions with you outside of smashing you in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Women aren't used to that one.
I just say, hey, I want to see where this goes first. Just keep it simple.
Oh, there you go.
Some bits here.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
we'll
some
announce
bits.
the CME here.
Guys, like the video, by the way, please. We got 3.7K you guys watching on YouTube. Oh, we're at 3.6K likes. 100
And
more
Twitch,
likes.
man. First
Yes.
time chat from viewer.
Yeah, he goes, hashtag Fresh CEO, you got to wear some merch. Okay. Thanks for everything. You guys saved my, and that's from K Dreet 1994. Thank you.
Yep.
And then we got Gaming Zay. Everything, guys, you saved my life with your advice. Keep helping the male community, FNF to the top. Absolutely, guys. We'll be the voice for you guys because, like I said,
Goddamn
you
right.
can't talk about this shit in other places, man. So
Donovan.
let's pull up Donovan's YouTube channel real
YouTube,
fast.
and then,
But Donovan, where can they
CME.
find you?
CME.
Oh, yeah, CME, please.
Yeah, so yeah, big announcement, guys. So the Conference of Masculine Excellence is going to be here in Miami.
Yeah.
From May 19th to May 22nd. There you go. It's going to be a 4-day event, really 3.5 days. It's going to start on Thursday, May 19th. It's going to end on the Sunday afternoon of May the 22nd. I'm working on the speaker list now, but it's going to be a good time. I think this is sort of the de facto epicenter of this community. I think that's pretty obvious. And plus, yeah, Miami. I mean, plus you guys are down here, so it makes all the sense in the world. So yeah, the CME just over 3 months away. Tickets are on sale right now. Early bird tickets are on sale right now. Just go to masculineexcellence.com. You get a $150 discount if you buy within the next, 2 or 3 weeks. So early bird discounts apply. We're going to have affiliate links for all of the attendees or all of the speakers and things of that nature. So the Conference of Masculine Excellence, May 19th through May 22nd, right down here in sunny Miami, Florida. So shout out to you guys for
absolutely. And you guys heard it here first, man. Conference of Masculine Excellence. I spoke at it last year, guys. It's a great situation. You're going to meet a lot of high-level guys, and yeah, I mean, guys, there's not many conferences, there's not many secure male spaces where you can go speak openly without getting canceled, etc. This is one of them, guys.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Donovan invests a lot of money into this. Hell, he takes a hit a lot of the time.
Yeah, I took a haircut on the last one.
But, hey, it's fucking important to have these environments.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, listen, but I knew that I was going to take a haircut on that one because that was the first one. But yeah, this particular, what's going to be a little bit different about this conference is that we're actually going to have like-minded women there. We're going to have a ladies workshop headed up here by the lovely and talented Deven. And so we're going to have to come up with so we've got the ticket price. I think if you're a man, you can bring your wife for half price. We'll have to get all that straightened out. But again, go to masculineexcellence.com for all of the details. We're going to update the speaker list and everything, but guys, this is going to be a life-changing event for both men and women. We're going to teach you guys how to be leaders of men, how to stay in shape, how to up your social game, your social media game. We're going to have guys there. Dude, MLD might come. I know he's going to kill me because I said that, but I'm trying to get MLD to come. Hopefully Rollo will be there. It's going to be an all-star lineup. I want to figure out how to say this. There have been other male conferences in the past that did a lot of good for a lot of people, but a lot of times that kind of spun into negativity. That's not what we want to do here. Yeah. We want to make sure that both men and women are welcome. This is a positive space. We're not here to trash women. We're not all into the misogyny. No. Yep. Men, here's how to become the best version of yourself. Here's how to protect yourself. Ladies, this is how to make yourself available to the kinds of men you want. Mm-hmm. So I've got my list of possible speakers, but masculineexcellence.com.
Yeah, check it out, guys. It's fantastic, and like I said before, for all the people out there that call Donovan a grifter, he's lost money doing these events.
Oh my God, dude!
And you know, at the end of the day, it's a great place that guys can go, and women are going to learn too, man. This is not going to be like a conference where just like, oh fuck women, no. No, it's about teaching you guys how to protect yourself from the women that are not worthy. And this is Donovan's YouTube channel as well, guys. Do me a goddamn favor. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Okay, support him. You guys are going to actually be doing. You guys do podcasts together now.
Yes,
and you guys are going to be doing it covering other topics as well, right?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about we talk about current events. So the show is Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk about current events, things that are happening. We're not really going to do a lot of the gossip talk unless it has red pill connotations. Yeah. But yeah, we give sort of a red pill. We give a red pill spin on things that are happening in the world. We talk about we critique other content creators. We break down videos. So it's a lot of fun. We have a good time. I want the CME to sort of be the live version of our show. So yeah, check us out on YouTube. We have a lot of fun doing what we do, and we like doing it.
Yeah, man. Get him up there, guys. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Check him out. So it's Donovan Sharpe and then Donovan Sharpe, etc. Are the two YouTube channels, guys. Check him out. Support him. We rock with him. He rocks with us
all the way.
And yeah, man. Other than that, guys. Any last words, Donovan, Deven? You guys want to say to people?
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for the exposure. Guys, I guess I'll kind of wrap it up like this. Most of us find this space because of heartbreak or sexual frustration or both. I was in that same boat. Most relationships most people have been in have failed. But it's very important, do not hate women. Women are not bad. They're not evil. Women are not inherently terrible people. They just are. They take they're like water. They take the shape of the container that they're put in. If you are a good container, a woman will be good to you. Now, to become that good container, it takes a lot of time, a lot of introspection, and a lot of experience. That is not easy. Having a relationship like this, even now, is not easy. But if it's worth it to you, you'll do what's necessary to accomplish it. Because I'll tell you right now, the Vegas player life was great, but my life is 10 times more fulfilling than it ever was now that I'm in a relationship with a woman like this.
Nice.
Perfectly said.
Damn, son, where'd you find
I
this?
got last super chat here. Whiskey earned. Damn it. Damn, I'm late. Shout out to Donovan and Deven. Love your work. Also, glad to see my boys back on YouTube. FNF Gang for life. We got y'all. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. We got another doubleheader coming for y'all. We gonna have Rolo here in a second.
No, because it's cutting into time.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right then. All right. We'll catch you guys in a little bit. Then we'll figure some out. All right, guys.
Peace.
Peace. Later.